you'll need.
If you're heading in and out of Tampa Airport, you're going to see several spots with construction on roads like George J. Bean Parkway as well as Spruce Street. Expect to see lanes and ramps affected as you try to work your way through and plan to use extra caution until the morning hours. Also in Ybor City, Palm Avenue with unfinished construction between Nebraska and Central Avenues to watch out for. And also road work on the off-ramp from southbound 275 to exit 45A for downtown. Steve Foster, News Radio WFLA.
Happy Saturday, Tampa Bay. A very calm and beautiful pattern is in place for this weekend. It is possible to see some fog out there this morning, but overall going to keep things mainly clear. Going to keep skies mainly clear throughout the day ahead. A lot of sunshine to enjoy, warming us up into the upper 70s and low 80s, around 80 degrees on the dot for a high here in downtown Tampa. Leading into the evening hours, things stay really comfortable. It's a slow and steady cool down, working our way into the 60s well after sunset. I'm X-Offender 8 meteorologist Juliana Mejia.
Another Epstein probe. I'm Deborah Valentine, Fox News. President Trump is directing the Justice Department to look into Democrats' potential ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Fox's Jared Halpern reports.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says federal prosecutors will investigate any involvement between convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and prominent Democrats, including former President Bill Clinton. Bondi confirmed the investigation shortly after President Trump requested it in a social media post, accusing Democrats of using what he calls the Epstein hoax to deflect from the government shutdown and other failures. Earlier in the week, House Democrats released years-old emails from Epstein about President Trump, and enough lawmakers signed on to a discharge petition forcing a vote next week on ordering the Justice Department to release all of its Epstein-related files. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Democratic leaders in North Carolina are speaking out against a potential federal immigration crackdown in Charlotte, North Carolina. Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the details.
North Carolina City Councilman-elect J.D. Arias responding to reports the Trump administration is planning to send immigration enforcement agents to Charlotte.
Our Queen City will not become a staging ground for fear. Amen. We will not confuse cruelty with safety, and we will not allow the politics of intimidation to define who belongs here.
Freedom Center for Social Justice Executive Director Cameron Pruitt.
This is not about legal status. This is about the color of someone's skin, about where they come from, and about causing fear and division.
The Department of Homeland Security not commenting on future or potential operations, and local officials say they have yet to receive any formal notification. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
The crackdown may begin as early as today. America's listening to Fox News.
Hi, I'm Benny Jr. with Bartow Ford. Everyone has heard me speak about going the wrong way. But let me be clear. The wrong way means the wrong way of doing business. This includes gimmicks, games, and unfulfilled promises. Tactics you will never ever find at Bartow Ford. For over 73 years, we've been doing business the right way. So on your next purchase, don't go the wrong way. Come to Bartow Ford and see why we're different, and we prove it.
Listening to the free iHeart app. Thanks to Farrah and Farrah, it's never been easier to send your opinions directly to your favorite show. Open the app with a red microphone and hit send. Farrah and Farrah. If you've been injured, make it a verified Tampa.
Levels. Optimal. Is it working? Performance.
Hey anglers, the best fishing charters in the Bay Area out of Hubbard's Marina on the boardwalk at Johns Pass. Hubbard's Marina has been catching fish since 1928. They offer everything from family-oriented half-day trips to the more advanced overnight trips. Nobody in the business does big group party fishing like Hubbard's Marina. They also have a great tackle store that can provide live bait and tackle to fish from their boats or from Johns Pass Bridge. So for the best cheeseburger on the Gulf, book your trip today at 727-393-1947 or go to hubbardsmarina.com.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Real Animals Fishing. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WFLA AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. fishing on this beautiful Saturday morning. A little chilly to start out, but a gorgeous day ahead. And man, do we have a beautiful forecast for the upcoming week. We got a new moon Thursday, and we've got a great stretch of weather leading into that new moon. Got a little disturbance, potentially kind of a weaker cold front for us at the end of the week, end of the work week, into the early part of the weekend, but should be pretty much out of our way by the weekend, and it's not looking very strong, so it shouldn't disturb us too much, just enough to keep us cool and dry. And man, it is this is the bragging week where we get to brag to all our friends up north who are dealing with shoveling snow and cold temperatures. Man, it is picture perfect Chamber of Commerce weather the next couple days. A little bit of a slower moving tide, so a little bit tougher on the fishing side of things with those weak tides on the backside of this quarter moon. But as we work into this work week, that water should start flowing more, get those fish moving. We had a really big cool down in our inshore and back bay waters, but things should be warming up and clearing up fast. So really looking forward to the week ahead. Remember, this weather update was brought to you by our friends over at Reese Windows and Doors. They are Florida's leading window and door company with over 50 years in business. They offer free installation on most windows and doors, and they install in just 6 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and their work comes with a double lifetime warranty, which means you never pay for a warranty when you sell your home. That warranty also transfers to the new owners, adding value to your home. Visit reesewindows.com for more info. Got an exciting show lined up for you today. We've got Captain Travis Thompson from All Florida in studios this morning, and also Matt Eidson from Phillips. We had him join us last week via phone, and this week he was able to come in studio and join us and chat a little bit about the Southland Water Project. And you can correct me if I missaid that.
Thanks for having me.
No,
hold on. Just hold on a second. Like, wait, back up.
Travis is in a cowboy hat, too, so I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Hold the phone for a second here.
Go ahead, buddy. What do you got?
What did you say to me this morning, Matt? And there's no I. It's Matt Eidson.
Eidson.
No I in team, no I in Eidson.
Eidson.
It's Eidson.
That's it.
But what'd you tell me this morning to get you out of bed?
It takes a special group of guys to make me get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and not go kill something or shoot something or fish. Like, this is special.
Then we talk about the freaking weather.
Yeah.
You said it's flat, calm, beautiful.
Flat, calm, and beautiful.
And I'm like, are we idiots sitting here right now? Like, what is going on?
And it's the youth hunt, right?
This is
duck hunt, too.
What is happening? You're over here doing duck promotional stuff. Like the world is upside down.
Teal animals.
The teal animals. That's what I keep joking. I'm going to hijack this when Mike's gone and turn it into teal animals. All ducks all the time. But yeah, Stacy Whittam said she may call in this morning. She's out doing youth hunt stuff all over the state.
Nice.
Hopefully everybody bangs them.
You just got back from the FWC commission meeting too, right?
Yes, sir. It was in Belglade, big city of Belglade.
Yeah, big city of Belglade.
A lot going on down there.
Yeah. There's some great Cuban coffee.
That does sound pretty
fantastic. Yeah, I found some good tacos and man, it was awesome.
Oh, you were worried about the food at this FWC
I was
meeting.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the food in Tri-Cities. There's plenty of home cooking down there.
You just got to find it. You got to know where to look for it.
Okay.
You have to find it.
And sometimes you got to look past the sign.
The Beef O'Brady's of the world?
The Beef O'Brady's is not it. And I love Beef O'Brady's, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, that's not where I'm looking to be.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
I'm looking for something local, authentic.
Find a hand-painted sign on the side of the road. That's most off-the-wall place you can find best food ever.
It would be so cool. I've always thought about it, and I've always aspired. It would be so cool to have like a Yelp-style thing, but for those style restaurants. The holes in the walls, the family places.
Off the beaten path.
Listen, this is off the rails already, but there used to be a place in Clewiston called Big Mama's.
Okay.
Did you ever eat there?
No.
It was this, and it was a woman.
Name alone, I'm in.
You had me.
It was this old woman, and she would just make. She used to have a food truck, and she would just make. Like, she would have 5 meals a day, but they were all like different things, and it was like collard greens and fried okra and like just heaping it on your plate. And I was like, okay, 3 meals a day. I'm here. If they're closed on Monday, what am I going to do on a Monday? I'm like, this is stressful.
That's nap time food.
Nap time food. I like that. So, Matt, with Phillips, you have been doing a lot of different things across the state. Before you were with Phillips, were you in the Keys?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was prior life.
Give us a little background on that.
Yeah, the Keys project is really interesting.
Yeah, we were down there. We started that one in 2011. I was with another company, Reynolds Construction, at the time, and still good friends with them and still work with most of them in some form or fashion. That project actually started the first study in 1978.
Wow.
And it took until 2013 to actually start it. Big septic to sewer, water distribution, just total infrastructure package. So I think over time, I think it was a little over 2 million feet of pipe we put in the ground.
So 34 years it took from the study to actually breaking ground.
34 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's government for you.
Yeah. We were talking off air a little bit beforehand, but talk a little bit. I don't know where we are on a break, but talk a little bit about what you saw water quality improvement. So you were talking, you went from septic to sewer.
We went from septic to sewer down there. Probably, I want to say 6,000 homes at the time we turned over between the villages of Islamorada all the way down to Lower Sugarloaf. And by the time we got halfway through the project in Lower Sugarloaf, the canals were clear.
Wow.
No more sewer in the water, clear water, grass was coming back. It was an instant relief on the system.
So if we have that sort of dramatic, like, hey, this worked so well, why aren't we doing that in other parts of the state? It's crazy.
It's a major lift.
Yeah.
It is a major lift.
From a financial standpoint,
From a financial standpoint, from a property standpoint, just homeowners, just trying to get everybody converted to get it turned over.
Because you got to go on private property and get
private
easements.
property and homeowners and easements. It's a major, major lift to get it done, but it's something that needs to be done.
Wow.
And there's plenty of that to be done all the way up through, Marion County in South Florida. It happens everywhere. It happens here.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a watershed and there's, residences next to a watershed on septic systems, it's never good. And I would say, just my personal opinion, probably half of them don't work like they should. And so they don't get maintained. They don't stay up to standard where they should be. And that just puts that out in the environment. And it's not good.
That's crazy. So that was a big project that you took on earlier in your career, and now you're with Phillips working on this Southland water management.
Yeah, that's one of many. Yeah, we do some big stuff. I think right now we're probably the largest water contractor in the state. I think we're probably the largest contractor the district has outside of some of the other major reservoirs right now. We've had 8 or 9 contracts with them right now. I mean, water's our major focus. Water, the environment. We do a lot of the stormwater treatment areas around the state. We've probably got 15,000 acres under construction right now.
The stormwater treatment areas are interesting to me. I've tried to learn more about them. Essentially, what the stormwater treatment area is it collects the rainwater or stormwater and then treats it through vegetation, essentially.
Right.
It holds the water, the vegetation clears it, filters it, and then that water's moved out of there.
They're interesting to me for a different reason.
For ducks.
Because they also hold ducks.
Yeah.
Well, that's the good part about these things. Once we get through doing it, if you're a big duck hunter, any type of outdoorsman, they all get turned over anyway. I mean, it's something the public can go use. They're doing it down in the Everglades right now, and it's a major attraction there. The waterfowl's great on it. But yeah, the B maps in the state, they came up around the state and they said, okay, these are the hottest areas in the state with the worst water. The nitrogen, phosphorus, legacy, old legacy phosphorus.
Hold on.
There.
Basin Management Action Plans.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was just about to say, I was like,
I speak in acronyms.
No, it's fine. I'll be the interpreter.
But we identify these really hot areas in the state that don't have a solution. And so we go around and we look at these hot areas and we work with the different stakeholders and we say, okay, we can come up with a plan for this one and deliver faster. And so we've got one right now. It's 5,000 acres north of Lake Okeechobee. And we're doing one there. And what it does is it pulls the nitrogen and phosphorus out, and it's not chemical treatment. It's all natural.
Yep.
How are you able to do them faster?
Private.
Yeah.
Private equity.
Private
business, going in and get them done. When the state goes through their standard procurement process, it's 5, 10, 15, 20 years before these things hit the streets to get put out for bid, and then 5 years more construction. We can come in and we start design and engineering out of pocket, and we're off to the races.
Wow.
I mean, we get through permitting in 3 to 5 years, when the state would have to follow their standard process all the way through. Nothing against the state. They get things done, but we can do it so much faster.
So you can do it. It takes
and more efficient.
30 years in the state,
Yeah,
but
well,
private equity, you're doing it in 5 years.
What is our biggest complaint always with state federal agencies? Bureaucracy.
It's slow.
Right. You want to change red snapper, or you want to change this, you want to change that. How long it takes. And I mean
20 years.
Yeah.
Florida is leading in that space.
Yeah.
We're so good at it.
Yeah.
But the fact is, you still get the bureaucracy of there are rules and they're put in place to protect the people, right? Like a lot of that is transparency to protect the people, but it just delays it so far. So having private interest able to get involved with it, and when you get private interest and private land, and you're able to really stack and kind of super speed that.
Well,
stratify it.
The state's kind of hamstrung. I mean, they can only buy land at market value. They can only do so much. I mean, it's still, but we're still more efficient than they could ever be. I mean, we spend the cash, we spend the money up front, we make the investment to make these things happen, and that's the only way we get it done.
So the state can come in and partner with someone like Phillips.
Yes.
And then the state allows you to move quicker because they're partnered with you.
Right.
Essentially, once your project is done, then you turn it over
We just
and
hand
it
them the
becomes
keys.
state property.
Yeah, we hand them the keys.
I'll tell you, he just said something that triggered something a little different. I talk about land conservation a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's oftentimes an owner would want to put their land into an easement or something. We get an assessed value, and it takes so long to get that easement done.
Mm-hmm.
The value has changed so much. You have to start the process over.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just a little example of it, but like it's and the state's done a really good job of trying to streamline that. But it's just a problem that you're going to face,
like with the wildlife corridor.
Like if you had land and you wanted to put it into an easement, if it took 5 years, your assessed value today versus your assessed value when you're ready to close the deal, your property might be worth $25,000 an acre today, and it's worth $45,000 an acre by the time. Well, you don't want to. That's bad business,
Especially in Florida.
Especially
it's
in
not
Florida.
like we're in central Nebraska somewhere where it stays pretty leveled out. Florida's got these peaks and valleys that it's hard to keep up.
It is really hard to keep up.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting dynamic, and I think people don't realize like this is part of why. The Florida stuff does work well is because we do bring so much private interest into these types of solutions.
Yes.
And you've got a lot of private interest from developers to builders to contractors that actually do care about conservation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them do, but I'm saying a lot of them care. They hunt here, they fish here,
For the most part, all of them do. They have some concern and some care for the environment in Florida.
Well, they have to have something in order to be involved in it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you hunt, you fish, you grew
As much as I possibly can.
Inshore or offshore?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, I was in the Keys for 5 years.
Oh.
So I was spoiled down there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You get done with work and you're 20 miles offshore by 5 o'clock. So
catching mahi before dinner.
Oh yeah, you were catching for dinner.
That's awesome. Well, we got that and much more coming up on the show today. So much to talk about. Hopefully, we'll hear from you as well. If you have a question, comment, fishing report, bring it to us, 1-800-969-9352. Real Animals Radio. We'll be right back.
The cold snap or something took them off, and it was like, can we not catch another one?
Really? Any big ones?
Kill them.
Or just a bajillion little
Snook and homosassa?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They were killing it. We sent out
live bait or?
Live bait. Sent out 3 boats this week, and they wore them out. They were tired of catching snook.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. We've never seen it like that.
I've never gotten tired of catching snook in my life.
No.
You got the big snook in the docks?
Not anymore. It's too cold now.
They already moved?
Yeah, those snook have really retreated back up into the bay already. It was quick.
I'm not mad at them.
They all went into homosassa.
Yeah, they're all homosassa. Yeah, homosassa was my first experience with topwater grouper.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd you go with?
That was
you remember?
Chad Sasser's up there. It's our ranch manager. He's got a boat up there.
I got you.
He's been fishing that area forever. We do a lot of trips out of there. Take some clients out up there, but yeah, topwater grouper up there.
Crazy.
When I found that, hooked.
How deep are they?
8 feet.
Oh, they just
pick it right off rock
little
piles.
rock piles?
You're throwing poppers on the surface and little lip plugs. It's crazy.
So I've caught topwater grouper. There's a seawall behind the Gasparilla Inn at Boca Grande, and there's a deeper edge on that. I've caught them in the wintertime there on like good sized grouper, 20, 22, 24 inch, like lower
Fun
legal.
catch.
But yeah, I haven't done it. I haven't found a place you can consistently do it.
We've got
Homosassa, that's it.
I've got a couple little holes in the Manatee River that we found that have some good spots for grouper going through there. And most of them are seawalls. And the snook on the structure that's out there from the bridges. Oh my God. Can't give up the spots.
I was just about to say, don't be careful. You're live on Facebook.
not giving up the family secrets.
I haven't even checked the comments yet. Anybody got any questions in there?
No questions yet. As far as the internet goes, guys, we don't have control over the studio internet. It should level out, though.
Is it bouncing?
A little bit. Morning, Bobby. Morning, Stacy, Bonnie, Jeff, Christine, Ben, Angels, Captain Van. What's up, buddy? Good morning, Karen, Mark, Jim, Dallin, Paul.
Stacy Woodham says she's going to call in, so
we'll see.
Stacy's our buddy. She's the regional director for Delta Waterfowl for Florida and Georgia. And I think the term would be clinically insane.
She's obsessed with hot dogs.
Obsessed with hot dogs, obsessed with duck hunting. Like she's my type of people.
Sounds like a good time.
I think I'd apply that same term to me, but yeah,
we're all a little bit crazy.
You have to be a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to be a little bit to duck hunt. You said you're going to Nebraska?
We are. We went out there last year, and the first day was great. 15 degrees, blowing just perfect. Birds were flying, coming in, landing.
You sound silly when you say things like that.
Second
it was
day,
15 degrees. It was perfect.
Well, you got to have cold weather to make them work. The second day it turned 65 degrees, and it was hot the rest of the week, and everything just laid down.
Yeah, I call it getting stale.
So wait, the ducks won't fly if it's warm?
They won't move around.
They won't move. It's got to be the worst day.
Duck hunting sounds like it's not for me, boys. It's got to be cold and windy.
If you didn't bang on them the day before,
yeah,
sometimes you can get them on that first mild day, but otherwise they're...
That's us.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends over at Affordable Roofing Systems. Whether you need a shingle, metal, tile, or a flat roof, our friends at Affordable Roofing Systems are your safest choice for repairs or replacements. With over 3 decades of roofing experience, let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through this important process. They are defined by integrity, respect, and honesty, and they have a professional approach to doing business. Call 888-397-ROOF for your free estimate or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. Good people over there and anglers. They called me this week to get out there on the water with their team. So really, really awesome working with them. They did my roof at my house. Trust them a lot. We've got Captain Van Hubbard on the line from Boca Grande. What's going on,
The man,
Captain?
the myth, the legend.
Right? What's going on, Captain Van? How are you, buddy?
Oh, what a beautiful day in paradise. Aren't we lucky to live down here in Florida, especially South Florida?
Amen to that, buddy. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Going to go out a little bit and poke around here. So glad to see you have such a good crew on there today.
Oh, yeah.
Interested in hearing more from Matt about the water deals down there, especially at Okeechobee, and more about what they did down there in the Keys and how much change it made and how much the improvement was, how it helped literally save the fishing, the inshore fishing down there.
Did you see some of that, Captain Van?
I paid attention to it, yes.
That's awesome. It's definitely exciting to see how just a little bit of change in our approach to logistics or infrastructure can have such a big difference on the environment. And I think there's a lot more we could do around the state. I mean, we've talked about it with doing some sort of tax break or incentive for removing the St. Augustine grass around the watersheds. I've always thought, like, within a mile or two of a watershed, you should have some sort of property tax break or some sort of incentive to put that artificial turf. It's a pervious system. It looks great, and it doesn't require
I can remember my dad, and you may know about this, but I can remember my dad, Captain Van, I can remember my dad saying that the water quality in Tampa Bay used to be so bad. That's why we had such a seagrass die-off, like in the late 70s and into the 80s and early 80s. They invested like $250 million in it and brought it back just by fixing our septic and sewer.
Turn it around. That does it every time.
That's amazing. Yeah. Sewage, I mean, obviously, I think within the watershed, you shouldn't be on septic. We should be making moves to sewer, but apparently that's a lot harder than...
It's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a major undertaking. I mean, you're tearing up neighborhoods and going in and laying pipe and trying to connect homes and get homeowners to agree and just trying to get everybody on the same page.
Right now.
And who's paying for it?
It's taxpayer dollars. I mean, it's the communities, the municipalities are paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a major, major lift. But the improvement and the quality of the improvement is so much. And until you see it, that's what drives you.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you said earlier in the Keys, it was night and day difference, like such an improvement.
Within 3 years?
Within 3 years.
But they fought you so hard on it the whole time. But then once it was done, they were thanking you.
Yeah. I mean, you get down there and it's big government coming in and forcing this upon us and forcing this down our throats. But then you get done and like, we can swim in the canals again. The grass is coming back. The fish are back. Like, thank you. But it took years to get to that thank you point to say, okay, we've really made a difference. Can we do more? And there's still more to be done. There's another 1,000 homes or several thousand homes that can be turned over down there. But it's hundreds.
And you
of
only
millions of
did
dollars.
600 homes.
I think we did 6,000 by the time we were done.
6,000. I apologize.
Yeah.
So 6,000 homes, and it was night and day difference.
Yeah, night and day.
And there's still thousands more to go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry,
As I remember, Dr. Brian LaPointe was the guy that got y'all started on that stuff down there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was one of the first major studies that got done. That got to the driver of that project getting going. That's what we were just sitting here talking about earlier. The first time they ever looked at a problem down there was 1978.
Wow.
The year before I was born, they looked at this, and we didn't put a bucket in the ground until 2013. It took that long.
That's crazy.
When you're picking up.
That's the difference in private and government.
Yeah.
And the other thing, like you were talking about, is when the government puts it out for bid and this, that, and the other, the time they get it around to get it permitted and done, the bids have changed. And I remember down here in Charlotte Harbor, some of the stuff, it was twice as much. But the bottom line is very simple. Either we take care of our waters or we lose our fisheries and our quality of life and our property values.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you're surrounded by water. If we don't have that in Florida, what do you have? Take care of your one main resource.
I say it all the time, Captain Van. I've said it on podcasts and stuff, and you mentioned Nebraska a minute ago. I say, what makes Florida special is our natural resources. You can pick up Disney World, stick it in Nebraska, people would still go.
Yeah.
They'd buy jackets and go. You can pick up some of these subdivisions, put them in Nebraska. They'd go. But the fact is, our natural resources are what makes Florida special. So we're going to keep growing and developing here. That's part of the course of like human civilization, but we want to take care of those natural resources to make sure they're here for all of us.
And whether you hunt, fish, do anything in Florida, no matter what, you're tied to the water in Florida.
Amen to that.
That's exactly right.
I don't care what you do.
We are up against the break, though. Captain Van, we appreciate it and appreciate your phone call as always. And we got a lot to talk about this morning, as you can tell. So thanks for joining the conversation, buddy.
Let's go fishing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Have fun out there today. Go get them.
Bye, Van.
Always a pleasure to hear from our buddy, Captain Van Hubbard. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9352 to join the conversation. We got Captain Travis Thompson from All Florida and Matt Eidson from Phillips in studio talking water and more. We'll be right back after this.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio, WFLA.
Investigate yesterday's standoff that.
And it's not helping me.
There you go. That tension will.
There we're getting there. There we go. Perfect.
See, Travis gave you the shitty mic on purpose.
Is that what I did? No, mine does the same thing. It took me a little while to figure it out.
I've never had that problem with that mic, but I set mine up a little differently, I guess. I don't know. They always come in and they're always moved and changed.
Man, so I went down to look at the duck ranch yesterday, which it's about 20 minutes south of Lewiston. And usually what happens is we get that first big cold front and it moves all of our migratory birds out, and then we get new pushes in, but there's like a week or so delay. So you never want that first front to happen like opening day or the day before. So we're loaded on migratory birds, but we've never held blackbellies. We'll have 30, 60, like enough to where one blind will end up killing 18 blackbellies or 24 blackbellies. That's it. We got one impoundment that I thought was full of dog fennel, and there's no dog fennel in it. It was blackbelly heads. It's these ducks, and they're just sticking their heads up everywhere.
That's crazy.
I mean, when I looked across it, I was like, man, that's really woody looking stuff growing out there. Ducks. And it was duck heads for 300 acres.
Wow.
I don't think you could throw a baseball and not hit a group of ducks.
That's crazy.
It was wow.
That's a good day.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to next Saturday working them.
It's like watching tailing redfish, man.
It's exciting, right?
And you have a small front, but that won't disturb them enough?
It's that first front.
Yeah, we already had it.
Well, what you get is photoperiod, the day length. You get those initial migratory birds, which are primarily teal. Then you start to get your bigger ducks moving in. That first big front moves those photoperiod birds. And then you start to get birds that are just trickling, your actual winter migratory birds. We'll have 5,000 teal, 10,000 teal on the ranch at one point in October.
That's crazy.
It's insane. But you can't ever hunt them because the season's always closed when they're all piled up there.
When you get up into Georgia, people are fighting over seeing one teal. They're so excited to see
Oh,
one.
they're three, yeah. They shoot those wood teal.
We got wood ducks. Everybody, then you come down to Florida, like, you shoot wood ducks like that? Like, you're walking on water up there with wood ducks. They're beautiful.
It's always cracked me up because I'll get a lot of
The wood ducks are like the trophy ones, the ones you
If
see.
you want to get one mounted, that's a good one.
In Florida, yeah. But in Georgia, that's all we have. I mean, we're hunting Flint River up there, and you're breaking ice going in some days, and you're just covered in wood ducks. But they're tricky to shoot. They fly in low and they run through the timber. I mean, it takes some patience.
A wood duck will hit a nest box going 35 miles an hour and stop.
Wow.
Like most ducks need, just like an airplane, they need the wind to land. Wood ducks do too, but they'll fly in with the wind and just drop. They'll just pivot and drop.
They're not elegant landers. That's
No,
for sure.
they're not. But they're like,
you hear them come in and land and just flop.
Yeah, they're just like really good pilots. Like they understand it differently than a mallard won't do that. A mallard is going to circle and get a massive approach and come. Yeah.
So a mallard's going to give you a lot of chance to shoot it.
Yeah, you're going to watch him and you're going to wait. You're going to be like, okay, he's going to. You know when they're going to turn to you based on the wind, the feed, everything else you've got.
Yeah.
A wood duck, he can fly by you and say, "Oh, I like that spot," and just pivot and drop.
You don't have much of a chance.
No, and they fly by 1,000 miles an hour and it's dark.
Make sure whoever you're in the blind with can really shoot.
They start to pivot.
Yeah. Let's talk about lanes here, guys.
You know, like in Arkansas, flooded timber, stuff like that, they don't like for you to shoot wood ducks. Because shooting that single wood duck or that pair of wood ducks messes up the groups of mallards that are working, the gunfire. They want the big groups of mallards. There you go.
Next time we get up at 4 a.m., we're going fishing or doing something.
I like that idea. We'll let
Sounds
Mike
good to
come to
me.
the show.
Yeah.
Where is Mike? Is he hunting?
Softball.
Oh, I was hoping he was shooting something this morning.
Nope. Softball tournament today.
He's pretty serious about his softball.
About to say, he's serious about the softball thing.
Yeah. He got what? 2 or 3 rings last year? I think it was either 2 or 3. I know the Military Worlds was one, and then he won another ring for something.
Does his team, do they just walk up there and hit home run after home run after home
Dude,
run?
you see what Mike looks like.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Brick house.
At Bartow Ford, at one of our fishing conversations, some of his teammates showed up, and they made Mike look small.
They call Mike tiny.
Yeah, dude.
And they mean it. It's not
dude.
facetious.
This guy that walked in, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Like a 9mm he'd laugh at.
Every pitch, home run.
Yeah.
I used to love playing like beer league or church league softball.
Yeah.
But you'd run across teams like that, and it's just like they'd have the 1 home run per inning limit, or if you hit a home run, it was in the inning. Those guys would come up there and hit single after single after single, and then somebody hit a home run.
Yeah.
They just get 4 runs an inning.
Stack them. Yeah, I'm not messing with them.
Good gracious. Yeah. And I'm not going to cross them.
No.
So if you had to pick, would you pick inshore or offshore?
Inshore.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a fly guy, are you?
Offshore's fun if you just want to go out there and slay a bunch of meat and go after some specific targets, but it's work. I mean, throwing in a flats boat and spending half a day on the water and putting it away real quick and going out and killing them inshore, yeah. I'll take
It is, the access is a lot easier, just like bass fishing. I mean,
you bass fish?
You could climb a fence and fish a ditch and catch bass.
It's a product of where I live, too. I mean, I'm right here at Tercia Bay, south end. I mean, I could be in the water in 5 minutes.
Makes it easy. We're back. Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at the Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. Remember, the Friendly Fisherman at Johns Pass is back under the management of the Hubbard family. The same family serving up the best fishing and dining experiences in Madeira Beach for nearly a century. Come rediscover the Friendly Fisherman and taste the difference with the freshest seafood, improved menus, and the service you've come to expect from the Hubbard family. Enjoy unbeatable waterfront views, a welcoming atmosphere, and flavors straight from the Gulf. Locals and visitors alike, come see what's new at the Friendly Fisherman today. I know Johns Pass is a great destination this weekend. Super, super light load crowd. I mean, you can move around, you can park easy. It is a great time to go out and visit and play tourist, as I like to say, for all of our locals in Tampa and south and north of Pinellas County. Man, it is a good time to go to the beach and just enjoy sunny and 75 and not a lot of traffic. And I love playing tourist.
You can go to dinner right now without a reservation.
I know. It's crazy.
Well, and I don't know if you've ever been to the Friendly Fisherman, but like I've eaten there before.
It's good stuff.
And I've eaten there when it was a limited menu and it was good stuff. Like the last time I was there was last year right after the storms. And you guys got reopened quick and it was fantastic. So I can't wait to get back over there.
5 days behind Helene, we were back open.
Yeah.
We actually opened and then had to close again for Milton. So wild. Blessed with a great team for sure. That was
you can say that again.
Quite the mountain that they climbed.
For the destruction we saw up here when we were doing the cleanup here, to turn around in 5 days, amazing.
Yeah.
So you said you guys were up here doing storm debris cleanup?
Yeah. A big part of Phillips' business is disaster. And we have some pre-positioned contracts around the state that we do. So as soon as something hits, they can call us in. And there's a couple of us that do that around the state. And I think it was 8 million tons of debris that came out of Pinellas County and St. Pete area.
I'm going to say that again. 8 million tons of debris that y'all removed?
Yeah. I think we were on the ground 12 hours later.
What's crazy, too, is to think about, like, this was said in some of the county meetings. I'm blessed to sit on our Tourist Development Council for the county of Pinellas. And one of the Pinellas County commissioners, the chair at the time, Kathleen Peters, she said in a meeting that we were lucky to get the second hurricane. And the way she explains it, obviously you hear that and you're taken aback by it. But once she explains it, it makes sense because that second storm, Milton, when it was focused at our area as a Cat 5, the state mobilized these resources.
We had to get the debris out of there.
Yeah, the feds mobilized resources. I mean, look at Hurricane Ian in Fort Myers. It took them years to get that debris out of there.
Yeah.
Our debris was cleared in Pinellas County in like weeks, not months, not years.
It was fast.
It was fast. Weeks. That I'll never forget. The Army was here. The National Guard was mobilized, and we had huge Army trucks on the beaches, and they were not just one or two. They were convoys, and FHP was lights and sirens escorting them up and down Park Boulevard and 102nd to the dump. And I'll never forget, remember when the dump closed? The Pinellas County dump was like, oh, we're full, sorry.
The governor said no.
The governor took the Army and ripped down the gates.
They cut the locks.
Yeah.
We were standing outside, and we had trucks there.
You were there?
No, we were standing outside. Our trucks were sitting there, and they're like, no, cut the locks. We're going in. And it was that fast. And you would be surprised. You don't see them of how much state leadership was actually here on the ground.
Oh, my gosh.
DeSantis was in Johns
The
Pass.
governor was here. We saw Commissioner Simpson here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
we had chief of staff down here. Like, you had everybody showed up, and it was all hands on deck. And that was the largest coordination effort in 24 hours I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was really wild. And so it's hard to say and hard to fathom, but it is kind of interesting to see that effect of those two major hurricanes making landfall in such a densely populated county, and the difference between the response behind Helene and Milton compared to like Ian.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Ian was impressive too. I mean, they rebuilt a bridge in like a couple weeks.
Well, 3 or 4 weeks they had the bridge reopened.
So that was impressive too, but it's just different.
Hey, can I ask a Southland question?
Yeah.
Sorry to pivot. I didn't know if we had somebody.
Pivot away.
Can I ask a Southland question?
Sure.
So I know last week you called in. Can you give us just a little overview of the Southland project?
Yeah. So, I mean, 3.5 years ago back in Apkin, like I said, we went through the SB 10 and 360,000 acre feet was what was needed. So we got together because of our work down there for so long. We knew the area that we were in. We knew the impact it had, perfect position of all. And we have to go work with these landowners. And obviously for other projects, we work with them anyway. So we know how to navigate to maintain their agriculture and maintain their business and still build these projects. Good partners there. We're 8,000, a little over 8,600 acres of what we're working with. Both landowners are involved. It's about 50-50, a little 60-40 on the land ownership side. And we developed a project that we could get this thing moved in, build cells of storage, and give 120,000 acre feet of storage. And I promised the state 20,000 acre feet in under 5 years. And that's doable. So with all the resources that were there, we can give 120,000 acre feet.
So let me back up. And you said this last week. The original plans called for the EAA reservoir to be 360,000 acre feet.
360,000 acre feet was what the study said was needed to maintain water going south.
The footprint of the EAA reservoir is going to have how many acre feet of water?
240,000 acre feet.
120,000 feet short.
That finishes it. Southland finished it.
And Southland would accommodate that. Mm-hmm. An acre foot of water is essentially, if you covered an acre, a foot deep in water.
Yeah. At 8 gallons per cubic foot, I think.
There you go.
It's hard to fathom.
It's a lot of water. Like when you think about this, when you say 160,000 acre, 120,000 acre feet.
120,000 acre feet.
That's 120,000 acres a foot deep in water.
Yeah.
With 8 gallons of water on each.
If you look at like 1 acre, 120,000 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a lot of water.
You got it.
If you look at the global picture of where we're at, C43, Caloosahatchee side coming into play.
Right.
Southland, EAA coming into play. You got C44 coming in, trying to get that one up and running on the east side. Okeechobee, STA project, stormwater treatment area to the north. That's the program. That's the map to get water back into Florida Bay, stop the discharges east and west. We live here. We fight red tide. Once every probably 5 years, we have a really solid red tide. That comes into play. Knock on wood. It's been a good year. But since I've been here, it's been bad a couple of times. We have major fish kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this finishes the program.
That's awesome.
This gets us where we need to be. And then once you get those into play, you start to fine tune and get the STAs functioning properly and get the reservoirs functioning properly.
Get the water flowing.
Get water back to Florida Bay. Florida Bay, for instance, the healthiest Florida Bay that I've ever seen in my lifetime was right behind Hurricane Irma because all of that flush reduced the salinity, took the fresh water back into Florida Bay, and it recovered.
I'll never forget the satellite images behind Irma. It looked like Florida was bleeding out of Florida Bay because it was draining properly.
Yeah, that's how it should be. And that's always been the problem with Florida Bay is there's not enough water going south into it. Salinity gets too high, grass dies off, and here we go. We're back in the cycle again. Yeah. When the grass dies off, it lets the nutrients go, and we're back to killing fish again.
Crazy.
Bonefish have returned. Like it's coming back into play.
Awesome. Well, we got some calls lined up. Let's rip through some of these and see if they got some questions for you, Matt. We got Alan in St. Pete. What's going on, Alan? How are you, buddy?
Alan?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I just want to say thank you to all three of you guys for everything you do to advocate for sportsmen, those of us that are lazy and don't get involved as we should. We appreciate your efforts. I know you hear it probably a lot, but we do appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man.
Fighting
Thank you.
for us. Hey, I was just quick question, if you can, Dylan. I don't know. I know your inshore game isn't as strong as your offshore game, but
Matt and I got it. If you need inshore help, we got you covered.
I've been out a couple times in the last week, and it's one of them deals where find bait really easy. Weather's good. Wasn't too windy. It's going to be a good day, and then don't catch a fish all day. So my problem is I'm real good at targeting fish in the summertime when I know they're just up in the they're up in the trees. But where do you find them this time of year? Where are the redfish, particularly this time of year?
They're concentrated and on the move. And I know one easy out that I will just add before these experts take it over is sheep's head, especially around these cold fronts, man. The sheep's head are just...
You want to go bend a hook.
Well, even my go-to, man, I couldn't, usually at the end of the day, with whatever bait I got left over, I go find a bridge and, pick up some mangrove snapper for the table, and that saves the day. But I couldn't even get that, although I did catch 4 baby grouper, which was kind of cool.
That's fun.
I'll tell you what I like is this time of year, and you chime in, but this time of year, I like dark water that holds heat.
Yeah.
Like so if you find like a river way up in a bay, you'll find heat sometimes a little bit lower. And I mean, you got to work a little bit to find those spots. I know where some of them are in Charlotte Harbor. So.
It kind of flips. I mean, we were red fishing earlier in the year, and the water got so hot, they moved a little deeper and started finding those pockets to go into. Well, then when the water flips over and gets a little colder, they go back to those warm water pockets.
Exactly.
And get back up in
That's
those holes
a good way to look at it.
You have to go look at them. So they're always going to target those steady areas every time you get in there. If you can find those pockets again, that's where they are. And as we were just talking about this, we were killing the snook this week. Just a little farther north of here, snook are wearing it out.
That's primary. I was way up in in a shallow bay that I can get to that most people can't unless you have a kayak.
You want to drop us a pin?
Yeah. What's these numbers?
If you drop us a pin, we'll check it out and get back to you.
We'll tell you where they are.
Yeah. We'll go find them for you.
It's not a secret. But, I was somewhere around the Anklo power plant. But anyway. But yeah, the fish just weren't there, and I just it was in front of the last big front, and I thought this is going to be a great day, and it just didn't happen. I was just I still have to fine tune this time of year. I have a hard time, but now I'm shifting gears and I'm heading to Wisconsin this week. So
you going up for General Gun?
I am. I'll be flying out Thursday, come back on Monday.
The 9 is what they call it in Wisconsin.
It's funny how we always flip. Head to the woods.
That's the best plan for fishing right now is to go to the woods.
Yeah.
Can't find the redfish, so I'm going to go shoot a deer.
The four-legged fish are up in the woods.
That's what I like about it is having family in Wisconsin is I can just go up there for a weekend and shoot as many deer as I want to shoot and come back and fish on Tuesday.
There it is.
Awesome. I love it.
Not a bad life.
Yeah.
Have a safe trip, my friend. Hopefully you have a good hunt.
Yeah, good luck.
Again, we appreciate all your efforts.
See you, buddy.
Take care, Alan.
Yep.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Real good dude, for sure. And as far as the redfish goes, man, it's interesting. We've seen, like, the last couple months, they concentrate, they move up into the bay, they follow that flush north up into the back bay, and now it's like they reverse that process and start moving back out. We're seeing a lot of redfish in the pass. And not big schools of them yet, but, I mean, they're on their way out to do their spawning things near shore. So it's really from the back bay to the pass. You can find them. It's just they're concentrated, so they're hit and miss.
I mean, I would think if they're coming back out of there going to the spawn, that's going to be some quality fish, too.
I'll also say
quality.
Fat.
Yeah, fat.
They fattened up.
They're fattened up. They're ready to go.
It's been a minute since I guided full-time this time of year, but used to, if we got into a stretch like we're going into now, 80, 60, 80, 60, 80, 60, flat, calm every day, at some point, those fish will start chewing, just like it's springtime. Like they will just get fired up. Snook, redfish, trout will just get fired up if you can find them.
Oh, you have those days where you're dead all day long, and at 4 o'clock or whatever that time is, that dinner bell goes off, and that switch flips, and you kill it for 2 hours.
Yeah, we're coming up on the new moon, so it should be a better incoming tide bite. We got those really low lows in the morning, so those fish are sliding off those shallow areas.
Yep.
That might be some of your problem, Alan, is just that early morning low tide gets cold, and that shallow water disappears, so those fish are sliding into deep water to hide out and staying there.
Water temp is something you pay attention to a lot offshore because of your thermals and where you'll. I think we underestimate it inshore sometimes. Yeah. Like 3 degrees can really change where the fish are.
This past week, I mean, I live on the Manatee River, and this past week is probably some of the strongest tides I've seen as far as up and down just flush. I mean, it's rare that I see the islands come out of the Manatee River where I'd be worried about getting in and out, and they've been extreme.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it, too, this week.
Yeah. That new moon's going to get even worse. We got John from Tampa on the other side. We also got Captain Bobby Woodard as well. And hopefully we'll hear from you. Remember, 1-800-969-9352 to join the conversation. Real Animals Radio. We'll be right back.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search Reese.
I got 27 laser baits of Hubbard. But if I'm not up on plane and I stop, I'm done.
That's where you live?
That's where I live. You're just going to have to wait it out right there. And we'll go out. My wife's big on let's go on a sunset cruise. Let's go out and take the boat out tonight and come back in. At 9:30 at night when low tide comes back in, you're cruising up that river and you're flying by wire. Not fun. Wow. But yeah, we've seen some extreme tides. I mean, that's the first time in a while I've seen the bottom of the boat ramp at Fort Hamer.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. That's been extreme.
They done with all that construction at Fort Hamer? They're never going to be done with all that construction at Fort Hamer.
No. They just started on the 4-lane all the way across now. But, we built a 2-lane bridge years ago. The Fort Hamer Bridge is wonderful. Beautiful bridge up there. But we're going to run 4-lane all the way to it, 4-lane the other side, but we still have a 2-lane bridge.
It's going to be the bottleneck for everything.
Everything stops right there.
Let's put 10 trillion houses on either side
on either
of it.
side. And just say good luck, boys.
Sounds like Stacey Whittam's in queue.
Yes, she is.
I'm looking up the. looking to see what's in the chat.
WM McPhail. Yeah, Garrett does still work at Hubbard's Marina. He runs the boats a little less because he's big into hockey with his boys, but he is still around and still does occasionally run some trips. Angel, yes, soft plastics do sometimes work offshore, but not everybody is Luke Simons, so
yeah,
I don't recommend it for everybody.
Angel's also suggesting we create Hubbard's Hunt Camp, and I don't want to speak
here
for
for
Matt
it.
and myself, but yeah,
First advocate right there. Hunt camp, Hubbard's Hunt Camp.
Hubbard's Hunt Camp. There's some mention of deer sausage.
I would not mind some deer sausage. I did get some deer jerky this week. That was incredible. So
I need to bring you. I told you I was going to bring this to ICAST.
I've heard that a
I've got
couple
some-
times, and I don't believe it because I've never seen it.
Do you know what ring bologna is? It's like a cured sausage that's like in a.
He's going to tell you about it, and he's going to tell you that he's going to bring you
Dude,
some,
it
but it's
is-
never going to happen.
it
So
is the
I would ignore
shit.
him.
Like it is good.
Overpromise and underdeliver.
Where's Donald this morning? I figured he'd have called in. Just because you might know where they are at doesn't mean they will eat. That is 1,000,000,000% true.
You can look at them and they won't eat.
Yeah, 1,000,000,000% true.
That's so true of snook this time of year too.
Oh my gosh.
Man, you can see the snook, but we're covered up in collars too.
Good.
You can see the snook, but sometimes they just won't chew.
You can put it right in front of their face.
Hit them on the head.
No, hit them on the head. And they
I
just
know
turn away.
one time I tried to cancel a trip because I was like, this front is going to shut them down.
Mm-hmm.
We sat on, I mean, we fished all over, but there was a group of snooks sitting there we could see.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if y'all want to watch them not eat, we can do it here, or we can go fish someplace where you don't know if there's fish or not. But like, these fish are not going to eat,
They're
and
not
they
moving.
didn't.
And you know right away too. You
Man,
start,
I mean,
start
just
throwing on them, they don't chew. That just
dozens of them. I was chumming. Didn't matter what was in the
You
tug.
throw chummies at them and they don't move. That's not a good sign.
Just
go home.
Dead bait spinning over top of a helicopter, and it just drifting by perfectly, and it's like, what do you want me to do?
But I've had the opposite days too.
Fishing this morning. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Dock Serve at Hubbard's Marina. Keeping our fleet running safely and smoothly is the backbone of everything we do. That's why we partner with our friends at Dock Serve. Their mobile marine mechanic team is responsive, knowledgeable, and always right there when you need them. What really keeps us on the water is their monthly inspection program. Dock Serve gives us multiple sets of trained eyes on every one of our vessels, helping us catch small issues early, avoid major breakdowns, and give us the peace of mind that is priceless. Their membership program even includes those inspections and free diagnostics if anything does come up. DocServe helps keep Hubbard's Marina operating at the highest level so we can focus on giving you the best experience on the water. They are a premier mobile marine mechanic service in Tampa Bay, offering service on Yamaha or Mercury outboards. Plus, they handle marine electronics and popular trolling motors, too. Reach them today at 813-807-7676 or visit them online at DocServe US to get linked up with their great team. With that, we got John in Tampa on the line. What's going on, John? How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Just getting used to this damn cold.
I hear that, buddy. Right there with you, man.
It was 34 degrees Tuesday morning, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, a little brutal.
I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
What's the number to the tackle shop that the guy that comes on? He's got that tackle shop on 60.
Oh, man. Are you talking about Ron's
Tackle. Ron's sold, buddy.
Yeah, Ron's Tackle Box is unfortunately closed.
I can tell you what he's going to say if you were to call him is you need a purple booyah. That's what you're going to catch bass on.
Royalty purple. Yeah.
Oh, man. They closed.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I've been trying to find net needles.
What?
You know, and I knew that they had net needles, but, you know, I make cast nets. I've actually got a YouTube channel.
I gotcha. Yeah, I I know Captain Bobby Woodard is on the line, and he might have an idea. He has another tackle shop.
He used to own
about.
a tackle shop.
Yeah, so he could probably help you out if you stay tuned in after you hang up, because I don't know where you'd get a net needle myself other than just like searching on Google, but Captain Bobby might be able to help you out.
A lot of the U.S. Places that manufactured net needles, there was a guy that had a main company. He was supplying everybody. He passed away. His son was supposed to take over, but then his son decided not to. So it kind of screwed everybody.
Yeah, it makes it difficult.
That was getting net needles. Because I've even called all the way to Hawaii to try to find net needles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's ping Bobby and we'll ask him.
Yeah, John, hold on.
It's hard to find them.
All right.
You know, so I'm trying to find number 6 and number 12 and some other ones, but they're hard to find. The 4 and the 6 is the hardest.
All right, buddy. Well, hold on. Let's listen to the rest of the show, and hopefully we'll be able to get a caller to call in and give you some info.
Radio, so, you know, I was listening while I was on hold. But what about the mullet? How are they moving right now?
Mullet flush behind these cold fronts. So you get a big cold front, and they are going to group up in the back bay and upper bay waters and then flush out behind the cold front. When the weather is the nastiest, coldest, windiest, that's when the mullet are moving. And that's when our poor mullet fishermen go out there and target them before sunrise. So they're starting to move pretty heavily now.
You'll see the mullet guys and the duck hunters on the bay the same days.
Yeah.
That's a big overlap right there.
Glutton for punishment. We hate bad weather.
I've been doing commercial fishing for quite a while, so, you know, but like I say, I make handmade nets, so I'm actually working on 2 handmade and 2 custom nets right now.
That's awesome, man. Well, I hope...
You don't see handmade anymore.
No, it's definitely a dying art.
Hey, a lot of work put into it, but if you want to see what my stuff looks like, I can give you my YouTube channel.
What is it? Shoot for it.
It's under my full name. It's John, John, Paul, Paul, Gooch Jr.
There it is. All right, buddy. Well, good luck with the net thing, and listen up to the show. Hopefully we'll get a call or a comment to help you find those needles, buddy. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, hey, can you keep me on hold so I can listen to the show?
Just tune in to 970 WFLA or join us live on the Real.
I'll put them on hold.
Oh, John.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have an AM radio.
Well,
my AM radios, I was arsoned during the summer.
You're about to be on hold.
You're going to be on hold. We just.
JB's got you.
JB's got you. Jason Behringer, our producer extraordinaire, is going to help you out, John. We appreciate it, buddy. We're going to hear from Captain Bobby Woodard on the other side. We also got Captain Mike Perry and also Stacy on the other side, too.
The Stacy Woodham?
The Stacy Woodham.
I love all those people. I can't wait on that.
Coming up. So don't go anywhere. Real Animals Radio will be right back after this.
The preceding program was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
Number 1 on your...
Fascinated about that, like
net needles.
Hand making cast nets is badass.
Where do you find net needles?
Okay, can I confess something?
What?
So he asked about Ron's tackle box.
Well, also the guy said he doesn't have a radio, so I don't know where you would find net needles. That's probably why he's having problems finding net needles, right? So if you don't have a radio,
Google.
Probably doesn't have a computer.
So yeah, because he asked you for the phone number at first, and I was like, "What? Can you not just search the phone?" But I'm gonna say this: Ron's tackle box on 60 is what's on 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where I would go for a net needle.
No.
But also, it's a freshwater shop. I thought he said wet beetles.
You know the bad part of this is? I'm looking right now. 9-piece fishing net needle kit. $9.58 on Amazon.
You found it?
I was just
All
about
right,
to say.
we got a link for you.
Got a link. Head to Amazon.
But I mean, did he sound like he was saying wet beetles?
It took me a minute to figure out what he's talking about.
I was like, oh yeah, that is what he...
Thank you, JB, for that. I appreciate the assist there.
I was like, is that God? Who's in our ear right now?
I had to look it up to make sure this was a thing. I'm not a net builder, so mine come in a bucket. So.
Also, if he's still listening, there's a guy.
He's listening to the show, so he can't hear us on break.
Okay. There's a guy named Tim Wade that makes custom nets on the East Coast. That's my favorite net I've ever had is a Tim Wade net. And I bet he'd have net needles. I mean, I don't know how he'd view that as competition.
Or know how to get them.
Yeah, or know how to get them. Like, that's what Tim does for a living, is build cast nets.
Yeah, the dropout cast net guys who came to my mind. But then when he said he makes his own nets and was plugging his net, I wasn't going
to. You know, a lot of them, a net's a net to some degree. Like, I've thrown so many nets on rocks and had them torn and stuff. I like the cheaper nets too, like the wholesale nets or the.
It's funny how you get particular though about your net. Like you go to a favorite, and you'll have a favorite, and that's it.
But that Tim Wade net, if I have y'all on the boat and I want to throw a net so you think I know what I'm doing, that's the net I'm throwing. Because I'll spin that sucker wide open. Like I'll stretch it to the corners.
I like all my lead wrap. Don't chip up my boat. I've got idiosyncrasies about these nets.
But those cheap ones, if I'm throwing on rocks or whatever, I'm okay with some
if you're trying to
geometric shapes.
Homeless asshole rock piles, sure, go donate a net.
Homeless asshole rock piles. That's funny.
Throwing on mullet right on the edge of an oyster bar or something, I'll throw anything out there, but I'm not throwing that Tim Wade there. No. That thing is like guarded. There used to be a fellow that made them in Plant City. I can't remember his name. That was the first cast net my parents ever bought me, like a nice one. Man, that was a great net. I can't remember his name. He made them. I could spin that sucker too.
There's a tackle shop by me, and I want to say they buy those from a guy in Plant City or Central Florida that he sells there.
It may be the same guy.
Yeah.
It may be the same guy.
Yeah, we got a pretty good tackle shop.
I remember going to the Frank Sargent Outdoor Show when it was at the fairgrounds years ago and buying one. My parents bought it for me. They gave me the money. And this was 20 years ago, and that net was $250.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the ones they have in Kevin's in Tallahassee?
Are they
They
high?
get expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're good.
Every time I've ever been in
too.
Kevin's in Tallahassee, it gets
Kevin's is
expensive.
dangerous for me.
It's dangerous for everybody. Have you been there, Dylan?
What?
It's called Kevin's.
in Tallahassee. They've got one.
I've been to Tallahassee twice in my life. Both times for FWC
stuff.
meeting and legislative stuff. Actually, 3 times. And I was in and out.
It's one of the coolest outdoor stores. Like, it's like a high-end hunting, fishing.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
I would say it's bougie, but I don't think it's just, they have a lot of really good gear. And I know most sportsmen like to spend good money on good gear because you buy once, you cry once.
Yeah.
Good whiskey costs money.
I told somebody years ago, they kind of made fun of me because I had Sitka waders, and they're $1,000 pair of waders. And I was like, I was buying a $300 pair of waders every year, so I get 3 years out of them. Economically, I'm ahead.
Sure.
And
I was just talking about that because one of our captains, Joe, was gonna buy some slickers. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy full grunt or some full slickers to keep me warm through the winter." I was like, "Dude, invest a little bit of money and get some of that Gore-Tex stuff. It'll cost you $500, $600, but you'll have it for 10 years."
Exactly. If you want to appreciate investment, go hunt in 15-degree weather or 15 below.
That's what I tell people all the time.
You'll make the investment really quick.
Buy the high-end gear. And the difference between your and I love Bass Pro stuff, but the difference between your Bass Pro stuff and your Sitka stuff or your QU stuff.
Well, that's what I have is Bass Pro Shops Gore-Tex. It's like 100-mile-an-hour rated suit from Bass Pro, and that was like $600, but I've had it for
worth every cent.
almost 10 years.
Yeah, have you ever had your waders leak?
Yes, in 15-degree weather.
15-degree weather.
Sounds terrible.
I had this hole in a lake that will be undisclosed, and I nicknamed it the Big Ass Hole. And I stepped into that hole 4 years in a row. And every year I did it was on the coldest day of the morning. Because I only hunted that spot when it was super cold.
Always.
It had those birds, it was very covered, and there was a hole. And I don't know what it was. It's like 3 feet deep, and all of a sudden I was floating. I mean, I was full. My waders were full.
It's like fishing in the Keys. Everybody in their mind that hasn't really fished the Keys a whole lot thinks it's warm and sunny and 85 degrees all the time. I promise you, on a cold January, February in the Keys, when it's blowing about 40, you're going to want some good gear to go out there because it's freezing.
Is Mike Perry on hold?
Yeah.
He's going to back that up for sure.
Oh,
Mike's down there in the Keys.
It is hard. It is hard. Being cold and damp offshore is not fun.
Being cold in the outdoors, period, is not fun.
No.
The good thing is when you fill your waders up, if it's not leaking, if you float them, fill them up, at least your body heat starts to warm up that water and it becomes a heavy insulator.
What's the worst is when you walk out there and you start to feel that trickle in on one foot. And
Oh
you're like,
my gosh, you're like, this is going to
3
suck.
hours, it's going to suck.
This is going to suck.
suck.
Embrace the suck.
And you can't give up. When is Fishing for Hope? We need to make sure we mention that, right?
Yeah, November 22nd. Thank you for reminding me.
So that's next Sunday?
What event did
next Saturday?
What event did Captain Anderson just do? He did a charity event last week.
Coop's Catch.
Yeah, that's what it was. What is that one about?
It's with Coach Coop, obviously, from the Lightning, and it's benefiting.
Well, that's one for childhood cancer.
Yes,
Cancer.
thank you.
I saw him on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever met Mike before? Okay. I know Ted had, but I wasn't sure if you'd ever met him before.
Ted has.
Good dude.
We're back.
Program are not those of WFLA AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
We're back, Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning. Myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard. We've also got Captain Travis Thompson from All Florida in studio, and Matt Eidson from Phillips. Right. There it is. You could tell from the pause, huh? We want to give a shout out to our friends over at Affordable Roofing Systems. Whether you need a shingle, metal, tile, or a flat roof, our friends at Affordable Roofing Systems are your safest choice for repairs or replacements. With over 3 decades of roofing experience, let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through this important process. They are defined by integrity, respect, and honesty, and they have a professional approach to doing business. Call 888-397-ROOF for your free estimate, or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. With that, we got to rip through some of these phone calls. We've got some long-time holders and a full board here. So let's go first to our buddy, Captain Bobby Woodard, down there in Boca Grande. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going?
Hey, Bobby.
Another day in paradise, brother.
Hey, just wanted to give a quick call and say thank you to Matt for being on this morning and kind of helping inform everybody more about that project. And obviously, thank you for what you do for the environment and everybody down there. It's a huge thing, and it's a team effort, and appreciate you being part of it.
It is, and anytime we can get out and talk about the projects that we're doing that make an impact and let people really understand what we're doing, that's hugely important to me.
Bobby, I think you and I actually talked offline at one point about having hard conversations, and the conversations aren't that hard if you're just people sitting down and having talks about stuff. So,
yeah, really. That's. I mean, I would be lying if I said my mind hasn't been changed on things before. I thought I knew what the facts were. I made a decision and had what I thought was a hard line, and then open-minded enough to actually have a conversation. And oh crap, I actually didn't know what I what I thought I knew. So it's, thanks for changing my mind on it. So and that's what we need more of.
Amen to that.
Yep.
Good conversation.
Thoughtful conversation. Amen to that. And the Southland Water Project essentially is completing that 360 acre feet that we're
360,000 acre feet of water.
Bobby, you mind if I ask him a question real quick while you're on?
Go for it.
So a lot of people I saw a lot of comments last week where they were like, "So somebody's making money on this." Obviously, somebody's making money on this, right? This is how the world works.
It takes payroll to build jobs. I hate to tell you that. My guys don't show up without a paycheck.
The landowner's not going to give up their land for free. They're not going to, there's got to be benefits to all this, right?
Look at it any way you want to. The land's going to be for sale no matter what. If the state has to buy it, if we have to buy it, no matter what, we look at the end goal. We are a water company. That's what we do. And it's hugely important to us that we succeed in these projects. So we have to make payroll. We have to buy equipment. Fuel's not cheap. I mean, we have to make this happen. But even in that respect, 9 times out of 10, we're still more efficient and much more valuable to the taxpayer than any other project you're going to have.
Exactly right. That's where I was at.
Or you're going to get situations where the state puts it out to bid or municipality puts it out to bid and low bidder gets it and can't finish it.
Right. And then you end up spending more.
Problem. We just had that problem that we had to step in and fix another project because it went to low bidder.
Yeah.
And that's a major issue. Cheaper is not always better. Finish the job is the goal.
Good whiskey costs money.
It does.
That's right.
We were just talking about that.
Hey, real quick, Travis, you mentioned cast nets in Plant City. I believe it was Carter Cast Nets off of 39, wasn't it?
I don't remember that name.
And also, Captain Van Hubbard chimed in on the chat. He said Lee Fisher.
Lee
Fisher's the name I was thinking of.
That's where I was going to suggest.
Yeah, Lee Fisher
Yeah,
would be a good
that's-
place. Find your net needles.
Dylan, tomorrow, Anna and I are heading out with some buddies. We're doing a quick little nearshore trip out to about 100 feet, one of those Hubbard nearshore trips.
Sounds about right. That's deep near shore. That's right on the border. Good luck to you, Bobby. We
So
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'm rigged up with some of those Angler Code jigs. Going to go give it a shot.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Should be a good day
Send me
for it.
some photos. I want to see it.
See you, Bobby.
All
See you.
right.
Thank you.
See you guys. Take care.
Captain-Bobby.com for those interested. He's terrible at giving out his website.
But he's the best at tarping.
And he's a really good dude.
He's a great tarpon angler.
We love Bobby. We've got Stacy Whittem on the line from Brooksville. How you doing, Stacy?
The Stacy Whittem.
The.
Oh gosh, now I feel like a lot of pressure being on here. But
Oh,
good
it should be.
morning, guys. How are you?
I've heard all about you, so I need to understand.
Yeah, Matt is prepared, Stacy. Like he's a little scared to talk to you, honestly.
They've built you up. I need to know what this is about.
Yeah. I don't know if like this whole hot dog influencing thing is doing something really good for me. Or what, but,
That was the first story I heard.
Stacy, what are you doing this morning?
So I'm actually I'm at my storage unit right now, rating it to get a bunch of raffles for the kids up at Orange Lake. So today's one of the best days ever. It is Florida Youth Hunt. So really excited. My Santa Fe chapter is up there with about 10 or 12 kids. Took them out early this morning. I'm going to be meeting them at the ramp for lunch and raffles. We got a shotgun to give away. A bunch of other goodies, some Bass Pro cards, but also you guys were talking about the STAs earlier, and we got our Palm Beach chapter down there at STA 1 West, and they're going to be having an after hunt celebration again today too.
Awesome.
So really proud of my chapters and my volunteers getting out there. Really important to get the kids out and get them involved in the outdoors.
Yeah,
Stacey,
that STA 1 West is probably the most active one I've seen.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a line getting there Saturday morning.
Stacy, when you did your end of the season hunt last year, how many kids did you guys have at Goodwin for that hunt?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so TM Goodwin, they also have a youth hunt today. We don't do a big celebration at the beginning of the season. The end of the season is the big party. And this year, that's going to be February 5th.
Sounds right.
And we had 133 kids.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
February 7th. February 7th is the end of season one. We had 133 kids. All the kids hunted, got breakfast, came back. They got lunch. They all got to leave with something. And part of that, why we could do that, is the local chapters of Delta Waterfowl, when they fundraise, they actually keep a percentage of it called the Waterfowl Heritage Fund, to where we're able to fund these types of events directly from community support.
They funded wood dog boxes. They funded youth hunts. They funded DNA studies. Stacy, if people want to learn more about Delta, where can they find out more about it?
So deltawaterfowl.org is the best way, or if you want to go ahead and just message me directly, Instagram, I'm Delta Waterfowl, Florida, Georgia. Facebook, Delta Waterfowl, Florida, Delta Waterfowl, Georgia. Also have to give a shout out to Georgia today, because I got my Etowah-Coosa chapter taking out 3 veterans that have never hunted before on their Veterans Weekend today.
Hey,
that's awesome.
Gotta love my hometown, baby.
That's your hometown?
My home state.
Yeah.
Oh, your home state. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt's from Georgia.
Go Dogs. I might get run out of town for
Yeah, I don't think we can say go Dogs on the radio. But
took it too far.
I got it.
That was excessive.
I got my plug in. I can be done now.
We can talk about Southland and everything else. We cannot talk about college football. That's a problem.
She's supporting my home state. I love it. I love it.
Stacy, thank you for all that you're doing
Thanks
out
for what
there.
you do.
Like, we really appreciate you being up and down the road. I see how hard you work, but I don't know that everybody knows you yet. But like, we really appreciate all you're doing out there.
Oh, no, and thank you guys always for being a steward of the outdoors, for fishing and hunting. Always look forward to doing conservation things with my friends when I get to see you guys at the commissioner meetings. So really looking forward to it, and hoping to get back out with Dylan and Hubbard's and get some fishing on again.
Let's do it.
My nephews have been asking about
Yeah,
it.
you took your boys out there, right?
Yeah, she did a whole charter.
Yeah.
She's done a couple trips with the nephews. They're catching them up.
She's all about those nephews and putting them on. Like the nephews and Stacy are the outdoorsmen. Steve, but Stacy and the boys.
Hey, I can't say anything. I'm sitting in a warm truck right now, and those guys are sitting down in the marsh at TM Goodwin. So
Of course they are. Of course they are. Her husband,
Yeah, but
Steve, is
real
an
quick-
incredible friend. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so TM Goodwin, I want to mention, because not a lot of people realize, not only does TM Goodwin do the beginning of the season and end of season youth hunt, November 23rd and January 11th is also Sundays, and they offer the kids to come in and hunt those days as well.
Only kids can hunt those days.
That's awesome
Yep.
stuff. DeltaWaterfowl.org. We appreciate it, Stacy. Thanks for the phone call.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Send us pictures.
Yeah, we want to see some pictures for sure. We got Capt Mike Perry on the line as well. Want to squeeze him in here. He's been on hold a while. What's going on, Capt Mike?
Hello from the beautiful Florida Keys, fellas.
Hey, good morning.
There it is.
Matt just stood up. Yeah.
How's the fishing
Attaboy,
going,
Matt.
buddy?
Listen, real quick on what Matt did, what all those guys and gals did to get rid of our septic tanks and hook us up the sewer in the Florida Keys, and that tells you how long I've been coming and or lived in the Keys. Matt, now I know who's responsible, and this is a good responsible. So
thank you.
From Big Pine, from Sugarloaf Key all the way north, which includes Big Pine Key.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, and we even several years later we even actually paid a company because Monroe County gave you a tax break on your county taxes if you had your septic tank physically removed, which even was better. And our whole neighborhood chipped in, and we split it up, and we had all our septic tanks removed,
That's
which
awesome.
made it even better. So
That's what I like to hear.
I
I like to hear the good side of
you.
what we do.
That's right. It takes everybody pulling together, though. I mean, that's a good example. You got private industry, but you've also got homeowners, landowners pulling together.
Yeah. And once you
If
see
there's
that
a county
tangible impact.
If there's a county in Florida that's very watchful over their water, I mean, we all are, don't get me wrong, but Monroe County and the Florida Keys is extremely tight about their water and their water quality. So thank you. But the fishing's
their
been
economy.
fantastic.
Yep. Catching them up.
Exactly.
Give us a quick report.
Our
What are you
fishing
seeing?
has been plenty of sailfish right now. Plenty. That cooler water with that chop on the water. It's like a king fisherman. The choppier, not 6-7 footers, but you want a little chop on the water, a little wind, and these cooler temperatures got them balled up. We had them around a bait ball, just like you see down in Central America. We had about 18 or 19, and they were all in the 40 to 80 pound range, just lit up, feeding on all kinds of bait. I was excited.
You know,
I just
I'm sitting here looking at the clock, like I could be there by about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, can we dump him or?
That's crazy.
You're welcome to come, buddy. So anyway, but that and the snapper fishing continues around the bridges. And I want to give real quick a shout out to a fisherman who came down from up there. His name's Keith Poulter. He stayed in the North Keys, and he has apparently knocked off 10 to 12 fish off his bucket list.
That's awesome.
Just from doing land and kayak fishing. He didn't make it to the South Keys where I am. So way to go, Keith. Good job, buddy. Thanks for reaching out. And that's about it from the Florida Keys. I could go on talking forever, but you guys have a great day. God bless and tight lines.
Thank you, Capt Mike. We appreciate you, buddy. We got Donald from Lutz and Captain Jim Fogel with our safe boating tip of the week on the other side. And looking forward to talking to Matt Eidson a little bit more about the Southland Water Project. Hopefully you are enjoying the show. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot more left. We'll be right back after this.
That's some of that in my life.
18 sailfish balled up behind the boat.
We can drive now. I'll go right by the house and grab some gear. We're headed out.
My wife would kill me, but I'll get in the back of the truck.
My wife can follow Life 360 right by.
Oh, look, Matt's going to be home.
No.
Where's he going?
Right on by. Right on by.
Oh, he's probably just running to Publix to get some groceries now.
I'm telling you.
He passed our exit.
The Keys will draw you in. Once you've been down there long enough.
Oh, my God.
It's a special place.
Oh, my God.
It's awesome.
Dylan
Every time I go there, I'm like, man, this place is cool.
Dylan
Just
is
fishing from the seawall in the Keys.
Oh,
is
my God.
Badass.
Off the docks and stuff.
Yeah. I'll never forget the last time we were there for that FWC meeting. We were there at Duck Key, and you're not allowed to fish from those docks, but I had a 4-year-old and I had a 3 and a 5-year-old with me at the time, and no one said anything to us. And we were just fishing with little gold hooks and catching mutton and yellowtails. And then we had a little barracuda come up, start eating the fish right in front of us. Little sharks. It was so cool.
And like you said, you can fish with anything. From shore or a kayak, you can do all that. There's the whole basket in the Keys you can do.
Yeah.
And you don't have to spend $1 million to go do it.
No.
Like it's.
Well, he's gotten to know Spotswood.
Yeah.
Through the fisheries councils and like that kind of stuff.
I sat next to him at MREP, the Marine Recreational Education Program, like probably 8 years ago. And I didn't know who he was, but we just kind of hit it off and we were chatting. He was a really cool dude. And then I found out later who he was. I was like, what the fuck?
But he's called in before on that later stuff.
Yeah,
oh my
great
God,
family.
just an incredible family.
Yeah,
incredible.
There's a lot of good friends down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's part of like now going to the Keys is like you're going to a community that you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just about the fishing or I could care less about Duval Street. It's about going to see people that.
Oh, we were going down there last time. I've got some friends back up just north of Marathon, and I made it all the way down to Buddy's, and we're down there in Key West. We were down there. I started getting phone calls 12 hours in. What, you came by here? And they saw us on Facebook. Like, you came by here and you didn't stop. They get mad when you don't make all the stops along the way.
It's like, okay, I take this.
So on my way out, we were leaving last time we were down there. I had to stop all the way back up. It took me a whole day to get off the island chain.
But it's worth it, man. It's just a special place. There's only one Florida Keys.
Yeah. It's a special place for sure.
And Florida has a lot of that. There's only one Everglades. There's only one Springs. There's only one Peace River. There's only
gems. Like,
oh my gosh!
Even
man.
up through the Panhandle, there's places up there that are amazing.
You talked about that Peace River reservoir that y'all are doing. The Peace River is an underrated.
Yeah.
If you've not spent time on it,
Yeah.
it is just like old Florida for miles and miles and miles of.
Anywhere from like Charlotte Harbor up through Peace River, all that whole chain. I mean, it's even up here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it starts here.
If you look at, I've been spending a lot of time on Arbuckle Creek. You ever been on Arbuckle Creek?
Arbuckle Creek?
Yeah, so
we got some crazy names in Florida.
It goes from Lake Arbuckle.
I can't pronounce.
Highlands County goes from Lake Arbuckle all the way to Istapoga.
Istapoga, another one.
And it's
where men go to die.
That's right.
That's what that means.
It's
that's the Indian name.
Where men go to die.
It's literally like a miniature Kissimmee River. Like it's like you took the Kissimmee River and made it the width of this room. And it's just all twists and turns and old cypress and blowdowns.
We did that big restoration project looking at Kissimmee River.
I know.
Well, that's the water we're taking into the Okeechobee STA.
Off the river.
It pulls out of the because when it comes down C38 before it gets to Lake Okeechobee, we'll pull it in there and treat that water, or we'll pull out L62 come into the top, which is the hot water. And we treat a lot of that water. But that restoration.
You did part of that restoration project? Oh no, y'all did.
No, it's adjacent to the project we're doing now.
Gotcha.
That was a good project.
Right there, south of 98.
Yeah.
South of 98, north of.
We're on 70. The project's on 70.
I was gonna say it's between 70 and 98.
Between 70 and 98.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was on that stretch of the river about 2 weeks ago.
It's beautiful now.
It's gorgeous. The restored stretch is gorgeous.
Yeah. And it bounced right back. I mean, it grew in. It's natural right away.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
It's like as soon as we impeded where it was going, it knew exactly where it was supposed to go.
It's amazing how fast Mother Nature will take back over.
Yep, that's exactly right.
She'll bounce right back.
It's resilient. We talk about red tides and stuff, and we're like, man, this is going to end the fishery. And the next year you go out and you just slaughter the fish. Like not slaughter or keep them, but like you just catch.
It's amazing how resilient Mother Nature can be and how much we can bang on it and it still produce. It's wild. We're back. Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio talking fishing this morning. Myself, Captain Dylan Hubbard, Captain Travis Thompson from All Florida, and Matt Eidson from Phillips. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at the Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. The Friendly Fisherman at Johns Pass is back under the management of the Hubbard family. The same family serving up the best fishing and dining experiences in Madeira Beach for nearly a century. Come rediscover the Friendly Fisherman and taste the difference with the freshest seafood, improved menus, and the service you've come to expect from the Hubbard family. Enjoy waterfront views, welcoming atmospheres, and flavors straight from the Gulf. Locals and visitors alike, come see what's new at the Friendly Fisherman today. Lots of room around the beaches. Great time to come visit for sure. Want to get over to our buddy, Captain Jim Fogel. He's been holding on the line for our safe boating tip of the week, brought to you by our friends over at Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Captain Jim, how are you this morning? Sorry for the long wait, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Sorry. was on the speaker there. Yeah, I'm good. You guys are sounding good as usual, thankfully.
Appreciate you, buddy.
It's always good. Yeah, thank you. I want to remind everybody that the primary cause of boating accidents is operator inattention and no proper lookout.
Amen to that.
And I mean, that is much greater. There were, in 24, there were 253 compared to the next lower one is 93.
Whoa.
So, I mean, that's significant. That's radical, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the three accidents I'm going to report on right now, thankfully, were not in our area. The first one was off of Charlotte Harbor. An experienced boater, fisherman, 27-year-old, crashed his boat into a rock jetty in the 9 o'clock at night, and he was ejected from the water and did not survive.
Not good.
The second one was a sailboat. This is almost funny. A sailboat north of Flagler Beach ran aground on the beach because the captain dozed off. And the other person on the boat, I guess, wasn't paying attention, or they were dozing off.
Wow. That's crazy.
The last one is another terrible one. Collision on Biscayne Bay. A 34 Intrepid and a 34 Midnight Express. One operator died.
All because no lookouts.
We got to pay it. I don't know for sure, guys, but if there were lookouts on there, let's say there would be a lot less chance of those things happening. You know, until there's a significant investigation, you can't really say. But I would imagine it had to have something to do with it, unless something went wrong with steering or something like that. But generally speaking, we need to make sure that somebody's paying attention. And if we've got people on the boat, and you guys, you charter captains, you guys, especially with the 6-pack group, you know, you can assign lookout, you know, hey, John, would you please take the port side? Susie, would you take the starboard side? And Herman, you take the rear, and let me know if anybody's coming around us, or just point out a boat if you see it. Point out a Aton if you see it. You don't have to yell at me, but just point it out. I might be looking at the chart plotter or something. So enlist their help. I don't think y'all would mind that, would you?
No, sir. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's a fact. That is a fact. All right, guys. Good show as usual.
Appreciate
Thank you very much for the time. For the Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete, Jim Fogel. Be safe out there.
Thanks, Captain Jim.
Thank you. Appreciate you. The St. Pete Clearwater. Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip of the Week. Appreciate you, Captain Jim, as always. Definitely looking forward to hopefully having some time to see everybody next weekend, too. We got the big Fishing for Hope event coming up. And next weekend, we're going to have Captain Bill Miller on in the studio with us with Captain Mike talking about that Fishing for Hope event. If you can't make it over to Tampa next weekend, again, that's Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., North Rome Avenue, the Metropolitan Ministries Holiday Tent. If you can't make it over to Tampa, you can donate food this week at the Bay Pines Pro Marine location. So Bay Pines Pro Marine location, they got the boat out front. They're accepting food donations. Or join us this Saturday, November 22nd, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the North Rome Avenue Holiday Tent and Metropolitan Ministries. Really looking forward to the Fishing for Hope event, and hopefully we'll see everybody out there. Real Animals Radio, we'll be right back after this.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio, WFLA.
And Palmer, Lou, I'm trying not to give out the phone number anymore, so that way we have a chance to chat. That's ridiculous. But we can get through Donald quick and Dave quick, and we'll have some good time.
I just want to make sure we touch on a couple more things on Southland.
I'm going to try to, I'll just tell JB. Hey, JB, that John from Tampa guy is the one we already talked to, right? Got it. After Dave Parmalu, we're not going to take any more callers, so that way we'll have a little bit of time to chat about the rest of this.
It's the Mad Snooker.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
The Mad Snooker. He fishes snook at night.
The Mad Snooker. Count Snookula.
Yeah, like he literally looks like he's pale because of.
Dude, he did the OCC Roadhouse fishing conversation, and my favorite part was he was telling a story about how he was near this one outflow, and he was walking up to fish it, and he's hearing the popping as he's walking up. He's like, "What's that noise?" Well, he realized that there was a manhole cover there, so he pulled the manhole cover, dropped a bait down the manhole cover, and caught a 15-pound snook in the manhole cover. And so he does it once, and then he does it again, and a cop pulls up, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Watch this," and pulls out like a 20-pound snook. And the cop's like, "Dude, you're not allowed to do that." And so the next night, Dave's walking by, and the cop's there.
Cop's out there fishing the manhole, stealing your spots.
Yeah. Too funny.
How come? Hold on a second. How come Matt got an invite to stay at the guest house in Big Pine?
I know, right?
Did you get that invite?
I maybe, I don't remember.
I'm in.
I haven't gotten it today, but
I'm in.
apparently
man.
Matt's on the VIP list already.
I had to do a lot of work to get there. Took a lot of beatings.
That's the guy that's got the sailfish in an 18.
I'm not kidding. At 2 o'clock, it's about 2:30 now. We talked to him.
Where did Matt go for the end of the show?
Yeah,
The
he's
keys.
gone. Yeah. The invite hit. He's out.
He's in the truck.
Oh, mercy.
I just fueled up last night. I can make it all the way.
It's good to see a truck out there that is raised and set up to be off-road that probably spends some time off-road. The other truck out there that's raised and looks like that.
So you better shut your mouth.
It's
City truck.
It is an off-road truck as well.
Princess.
It was off-road last weekend. Asshole.
It's got all the gear, but never used it.
Yeah. Concrete cowboy is what we call that.
Nope, that
Oh,
is
I meant to
left.
bring you a cowboy
There's
hat.
a lot of meat left on those tires, boys.
Do you know why I have that truck? I got stuck in a half-ton truck in the Everglades one time at night. It won't ever happen again.
Yeah. So you got a 3/4 ton?
Yeah, I got a 2500 now.
Yeah.
It's got 6 inches of 37 on it.
There
I
you
won't
go.
have that problem anymore.
No.
I was in
That'll
some
help.
rank stuff yesterday, and I was like, "This is gonna be like that." That Everglades mud,
Oh yeah,
is different.
Yeah.
It's
Soft.
different, man. Like it's just like
Until you've been stuck in the middle of Everglades, like 8 miles from any office trailer or anything in the
it's-
middle of the night, that's an eerie feeling.
with the decision
thanks.
of do I just sleep here, or do I try to walk out and get? Because I'm gonna need somebody at some point.
Thank God for the night crew.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Night crew and radios.
Yeah.
I got high sided on a levee one night, like it was a little levee on a canal, and I missed the cut through, and I got high sided on. I was like, well, this is where I live now.
Yep.
Like there is nothing else
My
here.
new home.
I had my wife out with me. We were coming back up the river and we were starting to touch bottom a little bit, and I could feel it. So I got back up on my. She goes, "What happens if we get stuck?" I said, "Just ball up and spend the night. That's all we're doing." Good luck.
That's where we live. Yeah.
What happens if we get stuck? Honey, you don't want to know.
That particular time,
Get
I had
inside the console, I guess.
I had a tractor about 3.5 miles away.
Oh, start walking.
Yep, and I wasn't sure the key was in it, but I was like, well,
We got wire tractor.
They're easy to hotwire.
Yeah.
the key was in it.
I will make my way out.
Yeah, I mean, I got out of there, but it was an ordeal.
I've been out to pretty desolate places, that's for sure. Being stuck is the last thing you want to be.
Yes. Yeah, you always say 4 low for the last resort.
Yeah.
If you can't creep out, you're done.
Yeah. 4 low is the last resort. I can get into some trouble in 4 high, but I'm not getting in trouble in 4 low.
Truck, something to drink, and a gun, you're good.
Yep.
I can spend the night.
I can live there. There's always a firearm.
Mosquitoes the size of
Oh
birds
my
down in
gosh.
the Everglades. The horse flies down there. That was the first thing that ever got me.
Those giant horse flies
Stacy-
or the little deer flies?
Stacy Whittam says, never ride with Travis Thompson. He has horrible truck luck. Didn't your truck get grounded by a cow once?
It got run over by a bull.
Yeah.
Sitting on the side of the road.
You need a bigger truck, man.
He's not wrong.
That some bitch just plowed through it.
Got run over by a bull.
If your truck can get run over by a bull, you need a bigger truck.
That's funny.
Gil and Hubbard.
Bartow Ford, Real Animals Radio, talking fishing this morning. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at DocServe. Remember, at Hubbard's Marina, keeping our fleet running safely and smoothly is the backbone of everything we do. That's why we partner with our friends at DocServe. Their mobile marine mechanic team is responsive, knowledgeable, and always right there when you need them. What really keeps us on the water is their monthly inspection program. DocServe gives us multiple sets of trained eyes on every vessel, helping us catch small issues early and avoid major breakdowns down the road. That peace of mind is truly priceless, and their membership program even includes free diagnostics if something comes up. DocServe helps keep Hubbard's Marina operating at the highest level so we can focus on giving you the best experience on the water. They are a premier mobile marine mechanic service in Tampa Bay, offering service on Yamaha or Mercury outboards. Plus, they can handle marine electronics and even popular trolling motors. Reach them today at 813-807-7676 or visit them online at docserv.us to get linked up with their great team. Appreciate them a lot, keeping us up and running. Speaking of up and running, we got Donald on Donald from Lutz on the line. What's going on, Donald? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Good morning, guys. Hope all is well with everyone.
Yes, sir.
And man, I'm loving this weather. Nice and cool in the morning, and even being out on the water when it's cool, it just it feels vibrant. Keeps you alive.
Amen to that. Well, we're stacked up here, Donald. What do you got for us this morning?
Don't really have a report. It's been a couple of weeks, but just calling to say hi to everyone, and hopefully everybody gets out there to Metropolitan Ministries. I unfortunately this year cannot make it. I've got a house full of people coming. My daughter and all the grandkids are coming this Thursday. So, but there's a church right up by the road by me, Keystone Church, that accepts donations. So I'll be doing that, and they bring them to Metropolitan Ministries. So
awesome.
There's all sorts of locations.
Yes, sir. And remember the Bay Pines Pro Marine location. If you can't make it to Metropolitan Ministries next weekend, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the North Rome Avenue Holiday Tent for Fishing for Hope, you can join us at the Bay Pines Pro Marine location to donate food too. So really excited about that. Thank you, Donald. We appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. You guys take care. Stay safe and tight lines out there. Appreciate you guys.
You as well, my friend. Thank you, buddy. We got Captain Dave Parmerlew, the Mad Snooker.
The Mad Snooker.
The Count Snookula, if you will. What's going on, Dave? How are you, buddy?
Well, good evening, gentlemen.
He's even got the voice down.
Yeah. The Count Snookula on the Average Angler Adventures, man. He goes, you got to talk like a vampire. I go, I can't do that. And then I look at him and I go, good evening, Glenn Helsing. And he was like, oh my God. I've been out all night fishing. I just got home a few hours ago, but
That's awesome.
We caught about 55 snook last night. A bunch of trout.
Easy.
They've been on fire, but I was on the phone with Captain Van Hubbard yesterday evening, and we were discussing, because I had somebody comment on Facebook. They said, oh, look at you, Mr. Hotshot, out picking on cold stun snook. And I went, what? They're not cold stun. The water fluctuated last night between about 73, and then the tide started to go out, and I saw it almost in the same area. It went 74, 75, 74, 75. Wow. So that water that sits in the back there, heating up all afternoon, comes out a little warmer than the incoming.
Hey, that's not picking on them. If they bite the hook, it's on them.
That's right.
Well, yeah. There's got to be a point. I was kind of wondering what you guys thought. Your thought was, at what point with water temperature is it? Do you feel like? For me, it seems like maybe 64, 65. Yeah. Okay, stop fishing for them.
Yeah, I would agree.
I agree with you too.
We're far from getting cold stun snook right now.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just wondering at what point with water temperature would you gentlemen just say, let's leave the snook alone? Because, that's a good point.
I think Matt hit the nail on the head. I mean, if they're still chewing, they're hungry.
Yeah.
They're moving.
Oh,
once they slow down, that temp drops, that's it.
They were knocking the bottom out of the boat last night for like 3 hours on that outgoing tide.
I'm telling you, that's what I've been hearing all week. Everybody that I've talked to all week long is killing them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time to get out there and go get them.
I just sent you a couple pictures from last night and a little goofy video.
I blocked your phone number.
Well, yeah. What's that?
I said I blocked your phone number.
Oh, I knew it, darn it. That's why I got that fix from you yesterday.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I got to get on board with that. But yeah, it was just, what a great show you guys got going on this morning. I mean, it's a little strange when Mike's not there, but this has been a really good show, and I want to let some other calls get in here, and I just wanted to say that it's really been a fantastic show, and I wish I fished the Manatee River more, and I know somebody in there knows it really well.
Yeah, great spot.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, but
we're gonna get some secrets.
I fish it for fun, but I don't fish it as a guide, and I just find it too inconsistent at times.
Yeah, I don't have to be there every day. That's good for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not my job.
Awesome.
But yeah. Well, again, great show, Dylan, and man, I mean, you guys are just kicking. It's a great show, and I'm gonna let some other callers get on. But thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Cam Dave. Thanks for calling.
The Mad Snooker, if you want to go.
Check them out.
Yeah, you go check it out, and everybody needs to go on a Mad Snooker trip at least once in their life.
What did he say, 55 last night?
That's what he said.
That's a slow
and he counts them, like he keeps track.
Yes.
That's not, there wasn't 53, there wasn't 57.
He averages, at the OCC Roadhouse thing, he said he averages 8,000 to 12,000 snook a year.
Dude is eat up with snook.
That is work.
Yeah.
Dude is eat up with snook.
Punishes them.
That is.
I mean, he'll catch other stuff, but he's not targeting anything else. It's bycatch.
Yeah.
Tarpon, that's a bycatch. Redfish, that's a bycatch.
Crazy. If I'm catching it, that's my target.
I meant to do that.
If it bites, I meant to do that.
Here for it.
How do y'all feel about ladyfish? Because I could put you on a bite.
Not that good. Hey, to a kid, a ladyfish is
That's
great.
exactly right.
Yeah. Acrobatic. That's a baby tarpon.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big ladyfish is always exciting. But let's get back into the Southland thing. We haven't had a lot of chance to chat about it this morning. We've been ate up with phone calls. So we've got a few minutes here. Essentially, what you guys are working on is you've built the inlet canal for the EAA reservoir.
Yeah.
And you've built other STAs around the area. You've got 6-8 contracts open right now, but this one specific contract that is actually fulfilling the full 360,000 acre feet that's kind of required to solve the problem is somehow getting a bad name. And it seems to be tied to this whole mining thing, when in reality, even the EAA reservoir, from what we found out, is using a mining company to build it.
Yeah.
Same mining company?
No.
Different mining company.
It's not mining. It's been labeled as mining because that's the key word. That's the phrase of the day.
That's a buzzword?
That's the buzzword. That's what happens.
I'll say it so y'all don't have to. That's the fundraising word.
That's the fundraising word. That's the donate now button.
Can I ask a couple of questions? Like something you told me the first time we met was, when this thing's done, the water level between the EAA and this will be the difference of what?
Less than a foot.
Less than a foot.
On the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yeah, there's this big misconception out there that we're digging a 100-foot deep hole and we're blasting down in the lower echelon of the aquifer and doing all this damage.
And that was one of the things.
That's the furthest thing from the truth.
So they're almost the same depth. And then that was another thing that comes up a lot, the whole blasting thing. But the EAA reservoir is being blasted too, right?
24 million cubic yards of rock are blasted out of that thing to build it.
And we know the guy blasting it, Charlie Phillips.
Yeah. He works for the company that does it.
Yeah, they're blasting down there. You're not going to work in that region without blasting.
You can't.
And the funny thing is, we're going to pick on blasting. I'm going to talk about this just for a minute. I'm going to get on my pedestal for just a second. We're talking about hating blasting for these projects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most of the photos that are put out there that they're excited about these projects, the blasting is in the background.
Right.
The governor's there doing a pressing conference, and they blast in the background.
You do not build in this region without blasting. You can't. The 10A intake canal, the A2 STA, the reservoir, Southland, canal widening projects, it's all blasted. It's all lime rock.
The cost to do it you couldn't do it. The cost to do it without blasting would be so.
You can't do it. It's impossible.
It would be impossible.
We've got a good caller on the line that I think we should go to. Richard from the South Shore. He's the one who actually brought up this whole conversation.
Yeah, so he kind of asked me some, because Richard from South Shore, I remember a couple weeks ago, was like, the permit goes 100 feet deep or something. I forget exactly how I phrased it.
So let's go to Richard and see what some questions are. What's going on, Richard? How are you, buddy?
Hey, buddy. I saw that bird. Did you eat it or use it for bait, the one you got loose from the pole?
I safely released that bird. That was.
Okay.
But we appreciate you watching. But Richard, we got the man here from Phillips with the Southland project. So fire away, buddy. What's your questions?
Okay, but my question is I was told that it was originally they applied for like something 200 feet on the permit.
No.
What is it permitted for, and is that guaranteed?
No, it's definitely guaranteed. I mean, there's stipulations with the county and the state. We can only go to it. And now if you're going to talk survey level, it's a minus 15. It's a minus 15. But if you're going to talk standing on the ground foot level, we're about 16 feet deep.
And that's
required. And that's required.
That was my big concern.
No.
That to maximize the profit off the rock, that they might try to blast the tank 50 feet or something.
No. There's one adjacent. There's one adjacent mine in the region that's been there for God knows how long, out on 27.
Yep.
I think that's the only deep pit out there.
That's the only one I know of.
Yeah. And so us
and
the EA
deep pit is 60
feet maybe.
Yeah.
You're not going to go down 100 feet down there.
Yeah.
Right, because I have tried in the past to look it up, and I couldn't find it. That's why I was
well, you've got the man here who wrote the permit.
I actually wrote the permit language for us, and I actually constrained that permit more than what we should have. We were actually at the county commission meeting, and one of the commissioners spoke up. He's like, I can't believe you actually put these constraints on yourself. Like, well, I work on a hit by a truck theory. What if I'm not here one day?
Right.
So somebody else has got to follow and stay by these rules. So we didn't apply for anything to go below that minus 15 at all. And
because you care about this.
Yeah, this is my baby. This is my legacy leaving behind. This is something we deeply care about, and this finishes the job.
Yeah.
And us as a water company, that is our reputation. So this is what we stick by.
Well, we'll keep an eye on y'all.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody will.
Richard's good at that.
I'm sure. Come see us.
Listen, Richard, I appreciate you being willing to call in and ask questions and stuff and being respectful about that conversation, too.
I'm always available to answer questions.
And this is what Dylan will tell you. This is one of the things that I'm most passionate about is if we can't sit down and have the conversation, what good is us even talking about it?
I'm not asking anybody to agree with me. Just understand the truth.
That's exactly right.
I got to get back. I got to get back to fishing.
Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate you, Richard. As always, keeping us on our toes. So, essentially, it's the same depth within a foot of the EAA reservoir. It's being built the same way. I just failed to find the.
I'm going to ask some dumb questions.
All right.
It's being built on private land.
Here. Built on private land.
Any taxpayer dollar being used today on it?
No, not at all today.
So at some point, though, it will be transitioned as a water management project to the state.
Correct. So
the district, whoever.
The keys are handed to the state. It becomes DEP. You know, the county could step in if they wanted to operate the facility.
The water management district, whoever.
District. The intent right now is the water management district because it will feed that other STA 5-6 that we know is dead all the time.
Right.
That was the intent of the project when we started working on this thing. So it's private dollars going in. We're spending the money. Our group is spending them, and I can tell you it's a lot of money. This isn't a cheap endeavor. For us to come in there and get this thing off the ground,
you said it's like $200 million, right?
Overall, to open the doors to this project and actually start making material to build the reservoir and getting it in place is about $200 million.
Wow.
So what happens in the end is, and I will never say there's no state dollars, because what happens in the end, they have to pay for a pump station. They have to pay for water control structure.
Exactly.
How they want to operate the project and use that water is on them to tell us. I can't tell the state how to operate their water.
The schedule.
But you're talking about a very small percentage of taxpayer dollars
in comparison.
The major list.
And I think Matt's being very transparent. 50 years from now, the state's going to be paying for maintenance and everything else because they're going to have a water storage facility, no different than they would the EAA or anything else.
What's a little bit different with this one is we realized along the way, and the district and the state and everybody, you can't continue to build these projects and strap the state with O&M at all. So for us, there's different paths that we're looking for that O&M. Maybe it's us continue the O&M for the 20 years that we're there, operations and maintenance.
Okay.
We would continue that while we're there. When the state takes it over, it's hand them the keys. Everything's functioning, we're done, hand them the keys. So what they pay for is the usable storage and the function of the reservoir. Structures, pump stations, telemetry, however they want to operate that system. That's what the state pays for. We have to leave you a hole that holds water as a reservoir. Cut off walls, that's part of the permit. The RCC, the revetment that's around the reservoir, the mitigation areas that go along with this. We have to mitigate our own site. We're building a 100-acre wetland.
We got to go to break, but we got some more on the other side, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll conclude coming up. Real Animals Radio. We'll be right back.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search Reese.
We're about 45 to storage today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 50% savings to taxpayers.
Yeah, like if
so we have another reservoir, C51, and you know about C51. Yep. It's been around forever. Started out with the L8. That was back in the Bush days, pushing water then. So we have to go. We do valuations on the rest of the reservoirs as the state builds, and we're generally about 40% cheaper to the state on that cost than any other reservoir they build. The EA reservoir, when they get done, is going to be about $32,000 to $33,000 an acre foot.
Wow.
We're talking $7 billion.
$32,000 to $33,000.
$7 billion. The state.
I think the last assessment with the feds.
Wow.
The reservoir's federal, so they're getting some back dollars there.
Right.
I think 3 years ago they said it was going to be $3 billion. Now it's another year and $7 billion.
So 32 to 30 what?
32 to 34,000. 31
so
to 34,000.
You guys, so contrast that at 40%, it's going to be around $20,000 an acre foot.
Once we
22,
once we turn it over and sell it, we're guessing right now about 17,000 an acre foot.
Yeah.
18,000.
Okay, so
that's crazy.
And we're done faster.
Look,
this isn't about a reservoir.
No, it's about fundraising
and who my landowners are.
Yeah, and who the landowners are.
Your job is to hate those companies, and that's what you're going to do.
And I'll say it, as a guy that spends a lot of time in that part of the woods, in that part of the state, I've found them to be pretty good corporate citizens.
Guys, it's whatever, and they don't wave their own flag.
No.
I think over the last 10 years, they've spent $500 million in restoration.
Yep.
$500 million that comes out, but they're not going to wave that flag.
Yep.
Because every time they do it, something like this happens. They wave their flag, say, "Hey, we did good." Oh, you're horrible. Yeah, we're going to denounce that no matter what.
There is no perfect, right? There is no perfect. None of us are perfect in anything else, but at the end of the day, they're pretty damn good corporate citizens.
They are. I mean,
it bothers me how they get
$500
demonized.
million.
Yeah.
Over the last 10 to 12 years, I think it's $500 million they've spent on restoration.
That's crazy.
And they don't, and they trust.
And they're
me,
still vilified.
They
Dylan, if you look at
like no other,
that's kind of like the Caddy's situation in Madeira Beach. And anytime post anything about like Caddy's restaurants, people are like, "Oh, it's terrible tourist food, frozen." But Caddy's is turning around and spending, ungodly amounts of money on charity, and anything comes up, the owners are like, "Here, take this," and it's crazy how much money they give, but they're still vilified. So you're saying the same thing is true of Big Sugar, $500 million in conservation.
All right, if you're going to hate Big Sugar, stop using sugar, boys.
Yeah.
I guarantee you drink sweet tea every day.
I
don't soft drink off the shelf?
But,
but I mean, think about
it's
what
crazy.
It really entails, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the largest revenue stream, I think, the largest agriculture producer in the state of Florida, the most jobs in the state of Florida, and the longest standing.
But we also tag Big Sugar. I've been down there and toured their facilities. I mean, they grow green beans. They grow
organic farms.
Yeah, tomatoes, lettuce.
It's not just sugar.
It's not just sugar. No. If you eat green beans at Thanksgiving, anywhere in the country, if you eat green beans at Thanksgiving, there's a good chance it was produced through U.S. Sugar.
Citrus business, everything. Wow, they do it all. And we have to work on their land, and I promise you, they are hardcore about their land.
They are hardcore about their land.
No fuel tanks out there. I mean, it's no waste, no nothing. They guard everything they do.
The other thing that doesn't ever get discussed, and I've barely ever heard this mentioned, is so he mentioned BMAPs earlier. There's also BMPs, which are best management practices for farms, for agriculture.
Yeah.
They meet or exceed it. I think last year it was 120% or 116%. They exceeded the thresholds for environmental.
Like there's an obligation, and they're up here.
Yeah.
That's how hardcore they are about it.
That's crazy.
They this is a small thing. They put barn owl boxes
Everywhere.
on almost all their farms because then they don't use pesticide. The barn owls take care of the rats and stuff that are in the cane field. So they're using a natural, and they're providing habitat for these owls.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
Wrapping up this morning. Got beautiful weather ahead and a new moon this coming Thursday. Get out there and take advantage of that prefrontal bite early in this coming work week or this beautiful weekend. We have a little slower tides this weekend. As we get into the work week, that tide will pick up as we approach the new moon Thursday. Plus, we got a little cold front coming through Thursday night into Friday. It's going to be a kind of a weak one, so it should be nice by the weekend, but great opportunity to get out there and capitalize. Remember, our weather updates are brought to you by our friends at Reese Windows and Doors. They are Florida's leading window and door company with over 50 years in business. They offer free installation on most windows and doors, and they install in just 6 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and their work comes with a double lifetime warranty, which means you never pay for your warranty, and when you sell your home, that warranty transfers to the new owners, adding value to your home. Visit reeswindows.com for more info. Again, don't forget, next weekend, Fishing for Hope, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Metropolitan Ministries, North Rome Avenue, Holiday Tent. Hopefully everybody can make it out there and join us. We need as much food as possible. If you can't make it to Tampa next weekend on Saturday, join them over at Bay Pines Pro Marine location. Bring your dry food, canned food there. The boat's right out front. You can donate food at the Bay Pines Pro Marine. Big shout out to Pro Marine and Old Salts for helping us make Fishing for Hope so successful this year. Matt, Eidson, appreciate you joining us this morning from Phillips and filling us in. Is there anything you want to add before we wrap up here? We got another 2 minutes if you want to give a quick overview.
No, we're excited about moving this one forward, and we're going to. This is a good project for the state.
Private land, private dollars, same depth, made the same way. And it's faster. I mean, it's coming to fruition in 3 to 5 years compared to 35 years.
Yeah, first 20,000 acre feet in 5 years.
I'll give you this prompt for the last word. Talk about how much you love this place, not just from that standpoint, but from hunting, fishing.
It gets in your blood. You know, starting down in the Keys when I first came down here, it gets in your soul. I mean, this is an amazing place to be, and water quality is, one of the things that I'm passionate about. I saw the difference we made, tangible difference that we made on those projects, and to continue to be able to do these. And Phillips, thank God for them, gives us the leeway to go do projects like this. Most companies don't do that. They won't step out like this and do these projects. Thank God they do, because there's not many. So for us to be able to make these advancements and do something that's really good long-term for the state, makes an impact. I like to make impact. Make an impact. That's what we're here for.
Leaving legacy.
That's it. I mean, our kids are going to be here. My kids are here.
Yeah.
I mean,
restoring the flow.
Just restore it like it was. And we've seen what a difference this makes. Like we were talking about earlier, the best water quality was after Hurricane Irma came through.
Yeah.
That was just because of flow in Florida Bay. So we get this water back like it should be, get it going south,
stop the
going
discharges.
east and west, stop the discharges, and we still have to have fresh water coming out of Clue Satch.
Right, absolutely.
There's a balance.
Absolutely.
But if we can maintain that balance, we've made an impact. And all these projects together as a whole make an impact.
Working together.
Yep, you have to. And you have to have conversations like this.
Exactly right.
This is the biggest part of it, is people aren't willing to sit down and talk, but they'll sit down and point the finger.
Give up your Saturday morning and drive up here in the middle of the night when, like you said, we should have been in a tree stand or on a boat somewhere.
I told you you're special. 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and we're not out fishing for something or shooting something. That's a special day. So, yeah.
Welcome to my life, Matt.
I really appreciate you guys having me, though. And like I said, anytime anybody wants to talk about these projects or anything we're doing, I mean, even our conservation efforts around the state, we support a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And we're big supporters.
6a-8a.
We're big supporters of those that go do work.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, that's what we're here for.
That's awesome stuff. Travis, how would someone get a hold of you if they wanted to chat more with you too, buddy?
allfla.org or allfla.org on social media.
Captain Travis Thompson, Matt Eidson from Phillips. Appreciate you guys joining me this morning. Appreciate you, Jason Behringer, behind the glass, making us sound pretty this morning. Hopefully we'll see everybody next weekend for Fishing for Hope, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. over there. Metropolitan Ministries Holiday Tent. Join us tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 on 620 WBAE. Also tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. for the live stream show. Giving away $1,500 in free trips. So hopefully you can join us tomorrow night for that live stream show on the Hubbard Marina Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to join us again next week. Thanks for being a part of our Real Animals family. And don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Y'all have a great week. We're out.
The preceding program was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
I'm checking the feed to see if there's any questions.
Yep. I'm just waiting to see how long it takes the haters to pick up.
We appreciate you guys for joining us on the live stream today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any more questions, drop it in the chat below, and we'll do our best to keep up with your questions, answer those, and if you ask technical stuff, we'll conference with our buddy Matt over here and get you some good answers in the live stream chat. So appreciate y'all being a part of it and joining us this morning. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for the live stream show. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Awesome.
And I turned around and I looked, and it was SWAT. The next thing you know, we're getting shots. We got the cops all over the place. There's probably 15 patrol cars, probably 15 guys that are actually SWAT uniforms.
The suspect who was fired upon was found dead inside the building about an hour later. It is unknown if he died from police gunfire. The tattoo parlor was being investigated for possible drug and weapons violations. Several people inside the parlor are being questioned. A deadly shooting in Tampa's Ybor City overnight. Police say it was due to a dispute between two drivers. The gunshot victim was taken to a local hospital but later died. News Channel 8 spoke to Evan Chapman from West Virginia, who was dining with his family at the famous Columbia restaurant and heard the gunfire.
It's a scary deal because of what happened last week with the car crash and some people getting ran over and stuff. And you go to a nice place like this, you think that you're safe, and then something like this happens right outside the door.
According to police, the other driver claims he shot the man out of self-defense and is said to be cooperating with the investigation.